Jesse McCartney does EDM. Or so I thought. He just had a drum pad and he was going crazy on it with, little noises and whatnot.
Right.
So you can buy Jesse McCartney's show, right? You can buy 2 shows. So you have to pay Jesse McCartney to come perform. He can do like a full tour show, like big old show. It's like $100 and something, like $180,000. Or you can get his cheaper show, which is him and an acoustic guitar player for like $80,000. So that's what they did. And so it's just him on a drum pad, some guy playing guitar, and then him playing or singing. What is it? Beautiful Soul.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did he do his old?
He fucking did, and it was so sick, you guys.
We can't see us anymore because we got the new thing. We're streaming everywhere now. We used to only stream Twitch, but now we're everywhere.
I was setting up Mixer today, and they were like, "Oh, our stream key service takes 24 hours." I'm like,
Did you say suck a dick and die alone?
"No, that's what my mom says to me."
Speaking of music, Blink-182 is coming out with a new EP, and it's a collab EP, and they already confirmed Pharrell. Yeah, there's a shit ton of garbage.
You guys, turns out Pharrell is the coolest guy ever.
Does that mean they're gonna do better than this album?
Yeah, it's gonna be fucking Pharrell. They got Lil Uzi Vert back. He's gonna be on it.
I love Lil Uzi.
So he's back making music with Blink.
Ain't trying to shit talk fucking Blink, but that new album was not that good.
They had a couple good songs.
Sounds like they wanted to be like Maroon 5.
I didn't listen.
They said they were trying to make music of the time, trying to adapt, but that's exactly what fucking Linkin Park did, and then he used Chester Diddington now, so...
Oh, but I wish I had my drum kit here.
Just every joke.
I did that.
I make a lot.
I did that at the show, and it really pissed Dallas Wade off. Because he told a shitty joke. And I was like, and he turned around and he's like, what the?
That's pretty funny, though.
I bet it's
I bet the
hilarious.
crowd thought it was
They
funny.
loved it.
Yeah.
My mom thought it was funny.
You just look at him like, hey, I'm trying to get this crowd going.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, I know what I'm doing here.
You fucking...
I've never played a show in my life. I know what I'm doing.
I would just take drums everywhere and do the Pornhub intro.
That's what guy does on Reddit. He has like fucking
Yeah,
55,000 people watching.
Yeah.
Well, I'll bring it here. I'll bring the drum kit. It's small. It's called Breakbeats by Questlove. It's like a tiny itty bitty little kit. It looks like it's for a child, but it's marketed for people with apartments or children.
Makes sense.
So it's tiny. It's really cute.
Have you seen those electric drum sets?
That's what she
I
has.
have one.
Oh, is that what's
I
that?
have one too. I
Yeah.
have 2 drum sets.
I know I've been tempting to buy one. I just fucking watch videos and like see Brianna drumming. I'm like,
It's the most fun thing I've ever done in my life.
it's really tempting me every day. It just
Do
pops
it.
up on my Amazon.
Do it, do it, do it. I literally, I cannot stress this more. You can do it. I taught this random kid that came to my house the other day with the children. His name's
Children?
Quincy. They brought over one of their friends, and he was like, oh, I have all these drum videos saved of people playing the drums. And I was like, I'll teach you. And I did.
Hell yeah.
Mhm.
Drums for him.
Hey, who does... who's that one guy, he's on,
Yeah, it's Ted Cruz.
That is him?
Mm.
Where he has all of the...
Hooked up to his muscles?
Yeah, to his muscles, he's playing.
That's homeboy.
That's where I want to be. That's where the goal.
Is to play with your muscles?
Oh, yeah.
I've got so many I probably could.
Well,
I have to constantly explain I'm the strongest guy around.
I have to constantly...
I was lifting stuff in Tank's department the other day just to show him.
Did you show him?
Yeah, I was just like, want to see me
What'd
lift
they
this?
say? Were they like, wow, we were wrong and you were right?
Yeah, they know.
There is 2 of you somehow, and 2 cats. What do
What?
you mean?
What? Unless you're calling me a cat.
Oh, I think it's 2 of you and 2 of these cats.
Oh, did I fuck up the camera?
You might have.
Hold on, peeps. Hold on. Oh, I see his arm. I like the other Wes arm, though.
Just scooch me over a little. Not trying to live a double life here.
Why? That's funny.
It's not too bad. See? You see just one arm? Ah, 2 kitties. Oh, no.
Oh, I see.
It's because we're getting picked up on both cams. So we'd have to really slide us over. Unless I do this. Check it. Bam! There we go. 2 cats, but 1 Wes.
Is that what the people want?
Yeah, more cats, less Wes.
Yeah. 2 Wes? That's what I'm about. I don't know why you didn't want it, Bieber.
A podcast. Wesley and Wes.
Wes could give a double the back massages.
Wes squared.
Yeah.
Wes squared, there you go. It's just me talking to myself, but it looks like I'm just talking to another version
Yeah,
of it.
that'd be cool. I'd watch that.
Me too.
How much time would it take for me to edit me having a conversation with myself?
See
A
those
lot, but it'd be good.
TikToks? Like, there's this kid on TikTok. He's so fucking funny, and he makes the funniest TikToks, and it's just him, you know, different angles, making the best TikToks ever. Friend sandwich, where it's like, "Yo, Seymour, I made you a sandwich."
Oh
You
yeah.
seen that?
Yeah.
And he's like, "For me?" You haven't
For
seen that?
me? Nuh-uh.
Oh my
It's
god,
pretty good.
It's actually one of my favorite videos.
I fell off TikTok a little bit.
Oh.
My cat started getting famous, and then I was like, I better stop.
Why would you stop?
I don't
That's
know.
where you take up. Oh my, Wes.
I know.
You was just
Because
making.
she's fat, and then everyone says really rude stuff about me.
So what?
And I'm like, God, my cat's fat because she's fat. All the other cats are skinny. I can't help
I have a
this.
fat cat. Her name's Susan.
Yeah.
Well, she lost some weight. She got hanging belly skin,
Yeah.
but you know.
Sally's thick.
Yeah.
It's like-
Sally,
She's like
she's thick.
thick.
She on a diet. We
As
had
much
put,
as we can.
we put our cats on a diet.
The problem is Meowgie's real skinny, so when he starts eating the diet food and stuff, then he gets even more skinny.
So give Meowgie the regular food and give Sally.
But Sally
the diet.
swoops.
They're too used to the.
Just put them. You gotta separate them. This is what I had to do with Toby because he ended up with rolls on his back, and the vet said to
What's up,
me.
Go Eagles?
The
Continue.
vet, he told me, this is a huge problem. He's morbidly obese. He went from 4 pounds to 6 pounds, which means he gained literally half of his body weight. And I'm like, oh, when you put it like that, okay.
Right.
Damn, Queasy. You motherfucking thick boy.
Damn thick boy for life. Let's go.
Thick boy squad.
Bieber says, "Oh, I mean, if I have 2 Wes's, I'm into
See,
it."
I knew that would happen. Everyone's on the same boat.
I think we need 24ths. Kais was saying, what if like the aliens show up and they're all just me?
That would be really funny,
I
and
would-
also I wouldn't be surprised.
I was doing a dance for him, you know that stinky, poopy, you know that fucking monkey?
No,
Oh.
no, I'm not.
You're not invisible.
I know
We can
from-
see your comment now.
I want to play a song that might get us, who gives a shit if we
I
get
can make 24s by doing YTP.
demonetized on YouTube, or they just won't let do shit, but I'm going to show you.
It's not.
Don't do it?
Cause
It's a
I
meme.
have to go and edit through again.
Fuck. It's good, guys. I'll show you later.
Thanks. Hey.
I can make 24s by you doing YouTube poop. Send it, Gogles.
Make all of me. All of
Yeah,
them.
that'd be sick.
Gogles made a YouTube poop of our video when we went out, and it was Wildman Forest looking for Sasquatches. It was pretty quality.
I watched that.
It's pretty good, huh?
Yeah, that was funny.
My,
Give me a good chuckle.
My favorite is the guy's comments like, he keeps drinking more, he's gonna see all sorts of shit.
Yeah.
If that's the truth.
Just chugging 40s. 40-ounce forest, that's what they call me.
Yeah. No longer footlong Forest. We
Sorry.
can come up with a pun for being the strongest man in Forest.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't know. I'll
40
think of it.
Fucking yoked forest.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Jeez,
yoked.
Fucking welcome to the gun show, assholes. Hey, Salty, it's been a minute.
Hey, Salt. Yeah.
Everyone watching different places. I don't know if we really explain this on any of them. We see all everywhere streaming, so we're responding to everybody.
Yeah, we got the Facebook chat, YouTube chat, and Twitch chat all pulled up.
Wow.
So, like, if you watch, it's probably confusing. Just like, hello.
The future
But they can't
is
see the
now.
chat, because we can only see this chat.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
so you gotta validate them.
Yeah, we gotta...
You're
that's-
seen and acknowledged
Yeah,
and validated.
yeah, exactly.
I heard a great line on the way here from my house.
Oh.
On one of T.I.'s album. It was Ludacris, and he says, "I want to be rich by popular demand." And I'm like,
Hell yeah,
too.
brother.
me too.
Yeah.
Subscribe to our Twitch channel.
I just want to be riffraff. I want to blow up and act like I don't know nobody. Who does that?
Only if you have your teeth like sharp like that. That'd be cool.
I'd bite everybody.
Dude,
Why would you? That's illegal. You'll get arrested
what for? What, having teeth like that or biting?
for
people?
biting people.
Then I blow up for biting people.
Yeah, then
This
act like you don't know nobody.
That's okay. Well,
He's there.
when you put it like that, that's fine.
It's a plan.
Salty, I want you to give me your best pun off of your head right now, if you can, because I like your puns.
You had something creepy happening, Go Eagles, during your shift?
What, at Target?
What kind of
A
stuff?
little hard to hear, yo Wes. Mind moving your mic?
Start screaming.
Just for you, boo-boo.
Can you hear us okay, though? Thanks.
I'll pull it in.
Thanks.
Because I can't hear it anymore.
Yeah, fuck that. Headphones were just too much.
Unless we get the
Ears
mix.
all sweaty.
If we get the mixer, though, at least I can listen to check, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys. Turns out, there's a lot that goes into like concerts and stuff. You have to wear these things called in-ears, and that's very hard to coordinate.
Right.
And they're like $500.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's
that's
shitty.
what I said.
We were delayed for a while
Yeah, that was
because setting up these mics into a virtual mixer, and the virtual mixer's output is like slightly delayed. So like you can't hear like outside of it because the headphones cover it pretty well, but it's like hello, like a second later.
Oh yeah, no, I feel you on that.
Fucking weird.
Bieber says introduce the cute girl. This is for
Hello.
I'm a boy.
This is Brianna.
drummer.
Yeah, she opened for Jesse McCartney.
Just fucking dope.
I know. That's the coolest thing I have done and probably will ever do.
No, I'm not. No, ever
Well,
do.
here's the goal.
You were on the Topshelfers podcast.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah,
I mean,
that went
opening
up.
for Jesse McCartney
No,
podcast.
Podcast with Jesse McCartney.
Yeah.
Or you'll look back in 5 years and be like, fuck, they were right.
If I eat chocolate, it'll enhance my skin. I'm dark as hell.
Oh.
Good one, Queasy.
Yeah.
Salty Frank says pun.
Almost.
Will there be punitive measures if I can think of one?
Yes, there will be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, there will
I
be.
want to just kiss you so much, Salty.
Come
Come on over.
Yeah, we need an actual mixer. We're just
I
haven't.
have stuff.
Yeah,
You
and
can
mics.
have.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
I have a lot of stuff you can have actually.
Brianna will be our producer.
Yeah.
She's like, Brianna, pull that up.
I'll do that.
You ever done DMT?
Pull up that clip.
That's a cool story you tell us, but yeah.
I love his podcast. Wow. I'm joking.
It's been getting better.
I really.
Bob Lazar.
I've
be.
watched so many fucking clips last couple days. I
I
texted
have
her.
a theory.
I believe him now. Ever since Captain or Commander Favor.
He's from, he's a military official. They had a military program.
No.
Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification
That dude
Program.
that works for Tom. That came out and he.
Robert Bigelow. The senator that was involved, I don't know his name. He's from Nevada. He was the one who pitched the idea after talking to Robert Bigelow.
Wait, you lost me. Where?
All right, here we go.
Yeah, just get into it. If you guys are here for UFOs or aliens, we're gonna get fucking.
Brianna
So
knows it
there's
all.
this man. His name's Robert Bigelow. He owned
Skinwalker Ranch.
Skinwalker Ranch. He has an aerospace company. What else does he do?
He won't tweet back to me.
He won't tweet back to you. Oh, that's sad as fuck, dog. I'm sorry. But he also, he has a, what is it, Into the Stars Academy or something.
That's Tom's, but yeah,
It
he's
is-
part of it.
He's
yeah.
part of it.
Yeah.
Like, he some
Tom
money
just
went into
recruited
that.
fucking everyone. He's got so many people in there. He's got Skunkworks folks on there.
That's crazy. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that so much. But also, so the senator of Nevada, I don't even know his name, to be honest with you, but Robert Bigelow and him, they're homies or whatever. He pitches the idea to the senator goes to the House, gets the funding for that program. But it's all connected, dog. It's all good. By
But
Robert.
how is that connected to Bob?
Yeah, well, yeah,
How?
for sure. Because, because Robert Bigelow's investing in all of this, trying to find aliens.
No, I
trying to
understand
find
that.
whatever.
Do they have direct connection, or is it just the big
no.
picture?
Just the big picture,
Yeah.
I guess. I haven't
Fucking
looked that far.
Bob Lazar doesn't want it. He hates it though. I feel so bad for him now watching all this. He's like fucking nerd.
He lives a sad
A
life.
nerd that was afraid that someone's gonna kill him. Have you heard his neighbor talking?
Going to the news was such a good idea for him. I think that saved his life.
They still tried blasted him.
I know they did. They tried.
But going to the news now?
No, going to the news back then. And like getting as big as he did, so they can't just.
That's the only reason he
him
did
off.
it. He said that's literally. He said he wishes he never told anyone about it. But the only reason he went to the news in the first place was because he showed his friends. He took them in Area 50 or S4, and then showed them the them testing the flying saucer because they had a schedule.
Right.
And then they knew about it and they were trying to kill him. So he went to the news to try to basically, if I fucking die.
Then
And
you know what it is.
yeah, so like his name's in the limelight.
Saved his life.
Right.
And
But now
Well,
he
there
gets
was-
raided all the time.
yeah,
There was the car incident too,
You
where
were
they
got
shot out his
shot?
car on the
Yeah.
freeway.
Poor
his-
Bob
Pretty
Lazar.
crazy.
His one neighbor was with him, and I don't know if you've seen the video of nerdy Bob Lazar shooting the Uzi.
yeah.
His friend, they were like, "Did you have the Uzi that time?" His friend's like, "Yep." He's fucking got an Uzi.
Well, Forrest and I have talked about the thing that, it seems like in today's media, if you want to ruin someone, you just say they have child porn.
Yeah.
I told her about that.
Yeah,
And,
the
like,
child porn thing. Yeah.
Not once,
I
but
almost
still.
kind of think like maybe they did that with the saying that he was in charge of that
Or
sex
he-
ring.
Well, he
operation.
admitted he was. He thought it was funny.
Oh, I thought that
What?
he was just running books for that company.
No, he set up a small brothel, so some prostitutes or something came to him, and then he helped set up a small brothel, and
Who
then
did?
Bob Lazar.
No way.
Yeah, and so that's what he got arrested for, and they were gonna put him away for life because of it. Because
See, I read a different thing.
I was watching the interview about him talking about it, and he thought it was funny. And what's that? The reporter that he first went to.
The one that did the documentary.
No, not that guy.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Some
But
guy.
I can't remember that guy's name.
Hey, you got a
but-
spooky story up here.
Yeah, I'll read it in a sec, my guy. But yeah, he went to. That guy was talking about it and stuff. He's like, I was mad that he was doing this because I'm trying to get his story, people to believe him.
Right.
And he's like, Bob thought it was funny that he set this thing up.
Oh, that's weird. I had no idea about that. Apparently, I didn't do all of my research. I
That's
had
the one thing
no
that-
idea.
Sucks about just media in general now is there's so many different sources and different stories. Because what I read was that he was running books clean for this company, for this guy, and the guy was the one who set up the brothel and was doing the prostitution and money laundering
Oh,
through there, and then Bob got tied up involved in that.
is this legal? Does he live in Nevada? Where's
Yeah,
he?
this is that.
So it's legal. Okay, oh, that's fine.
What's that? Fuck, what should I look up? Reporter?
Now, do you think that the Bob Lazar did take that?
Element 115?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I do.
I think he did too.
Hell yeah, I would be pissed if he didn't.
Because why else would they be rating him now?
Because,
I get
they will.
I get that he's back in the news and he's
So they he said, I found this element back in whatever. 90s,
George Knapp.
80s.
That's
George
his
Knapp,
name.
yeah.
George Knapp, yeah.
coast to coast guy, right?
But,
Yeah.
So he said, I found this, whatever, how many years ago? 30 years ago. And then in 2004,
Those Russians.
they were like, oh no, we found it, and that's why it got on the periodic table. But they got it for a couple seconds. There was never a stable isotope.
Yeah, it's a whole different.
But he probably has the stable. I
Right.
hope so. God, I hope so.
That's the thing that really, because what I was saying with the Bob Lazar thing that I don't know. I think it's weird that when he starts talking about his story now, he starts getting sick and having headaches.
My headache.
Yeah.
That's the only weird thing about it. But also, he's
Because-
probably anxious.
Well, sure, I understand
Nervous,
that.
weird guy. He's like,
Nervous, weird guy.
I say weird stuff.
If he has had all these crazy threats to his life, I get that.
Or
but
if he's saying, if he's trying to talk and he gets all mixed up and he sounds dumb or something, he's like, what do I blame it on?
right, that's the only thing that makes me question him is if I, for example, I've told the Skinwalker story for when we went up to Skinwalker and saw something.
I remember
I
that.
can tell it exactly detail for detail, and I remember it like it was yesterday.
too.
I feel and I don't get headaches. I mean, then again, my life wasn't threatened or whatever, but I just think if he had such this prolific event happen, talking about it would be very easy because it's going to be stuck in your head forever.
He talks about it all the time.
I think he did make some stuff up back then, though, because I was watching that thing about him, and back when the 80s, when he first came out, he was talking about how he saw a small creature with long arms, you know? And then now he's like, no, I didn't see an alien. He's like, I was confused back then. He's like, I guarantee now it was no alien. It was just a doll they were testing seats on. So it sounded like back then, you know, he's trying to...
Oh, he was a young...
Yeah, he was in his 20s. And
I'm in my 20s.
so he's correcting
I'm not
himself.
credible.
He's correcting himself now. He's like, no. He's like, I didn't see an alien. Stop saying that. He's like, I said that back then. He's like, it was like a fourth of a millisecond that I looked through this little window. He's like, it was a doll. He's like, I guarantee it was a doll. There's no aliens. So...
It's definitely a weird thing, and especially with Tom's company coming out with that video from 2000 whatever.
Everything
everything is all connecting.
Everything that Tom has said has come true.
It is true. Everything that he said is right.
And then I read an article today from this new... I wish I would have saved it. I guess there's this new astrophysicist coming out. He's like kind of the new guy in the situation, so he's trying to make a name for himself. And he says he'll put his word on it that we will find life through a telescope in the next 20 years on a different planet.
I mean,
he says 100% we'll be able to see it.
I don't see why not.
I don't either.
I mean, they literally, there can't just be us.
Yeah, so I mean, we're getting there.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're at the point where we can potentially like see something and be like, the destination's there, it's not hard to think that someone else is seeing us.
But, you know, you gotta also account for that time difference. You know, you're seeing into the past.
Right.
However many light years.
Right.
So what are they seeing? Like, freaking some dinosaurs? Or are they seeing, like, some really shitty humans? Like where Galileo was put in a cellar.
In the center. Wait, no, he was fighting that we weren't in the center of the universe, right?
He was, yeah, exactly. He was saying, oh no, nothing, like, we're not
the Catholic Church was trying to fucking kill him.
Yeah, well, because they thought we were the center of everything. Everything revolved around us. Turns out we're revolving around something else. And he's like, what about this? And they're like, you die?
Yeah, what about you fucking die, nerd?
Yeah, exactly. That's what they did.
Take your little spyglass and shove it up your ass.
What's the astronaut's name that went to the moon? Armstrong. He was saying that there's a structure on one of Mars's moons, and he's like, you're gonna think it's crazy. He's like, you're gonna see this structure and be like, who put that there? I was like, fuck. Remember when he punched that guy?
That was Buzz.
Oh,
yeah, Buzz Aldrin ain't taking shit from nobody.
No. Yeah.
That might be my favorite video of all time, when that dude just comes up, like trying to act like he's all cool and hot shit in front of Buzz. He's like, "You're lying, blah 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 blah," and he just turns around.
That.
The guy's
How
like,
about that?
"Oh,
is that real enough for you?"
Yeah.
Big?
Is that fist land?
I like that. That's cool to me. Yeah.
People are making fun of Tom because he was saying, he's like, in the next 5 years, for sure, people are gonna start like talking about rumors, and they're talking about rumors. He's like, no, that's a good thing. Like, he's like, if Congress and stuff starts talking about like,
dude, it's confirmed already.
Yeah,
they already
the Pentagon came out and said they have the researching AAVs, how it is called, advanced aerial vehicles. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that it's already like confirmed 100% because
Pentagon
there is a military program specifically for.
That's what that dude from Tom's program, his main guy. I don't know if you saw his TV show. It's super good.
I saw it.
And
I took a little listen. Gander.
Yeah, it's good. But the main guy was the leader of the advanced aerial vehicle program.
Aerospace Threat Identification Program.
Yeah, that one.
I think Tom's worst idea, though, was going on Joe Rogan's podcast.
Yeah, because he went too early.
He went too early.
Because he can't say so. But the thing is about Tom, he's not
a bitch.
No, true. But no, he's not held by like, he can't say certain information. Like the other guys in his program are still under like military shit, so they can't say anything that's classified. Right. But Tom can kind of talk about it. That's why he's able to go on the radio stations.
Blink-182. He's not like
he's the face.
Exactly. I think Robert Bigelow. Literally, I think he's behind all of it. I think he's the puppet master. Yeah. He's the puppeteer. Have you guys seen Being John Malkovich?
A long time ago.
Where John Cusack is a puppeteer.
Yeah.
And, I just saw it for the first time, and it blew my mind. Anyways, so yeah, I think that Robert Bigelow, no joke, is the puppeteer behind all of it.
All right.
Oh, remember.
But his aerospace company created a collapsible like capsule to go on the International Space Station.
Right.
And I don't know if they already sent it up there or they're going to send it up there, but it got patented and approved and everything, and they're gonna use it up there and storage. And
So let's try and play devil's advocate on the flip side of stuff. So I think all three of us, 100% believe aliens, UFOs, all that. So it's kind of hard to like play the opposite thing. Is there?
Wait, what do you mean?
Don't start with me.
No, like I think.
Good Christian boy, here he comes.
No, I think that God created us in His image,
Mm-hmm.
and we're the only thing in the system.
Yeah.
And
the Earth is only 10,000 years old, right?
Amen.
no, 6,000. What are you talking about?
Seven.
Oh, right.
7,000.
Okay. We'll meet in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Dinosaurs didn't
7,000.
exist.
no, it's on the Bible.
No.
That's fabricated. They just took calcium deposits and created bones out of rock,
Yeah.
and that's how
Yeah.
they made the dinosaurs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
obviously.
they're just trying to scare us, really.
Yeah,
There's a giant creature.
They're trying to make movies, you know. If it's the Jewish entertainment media creating this so they can
It's like,
produce
when our
movies.
when our daughters get sick from heterosexual couples and they try and take them to the hospitals just try to steal their money. God will heal them.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
Just
Amen
as
to
Prince
that.
said, it worked great for him.
Yeah.
Oh.
But no, on
Too
serious note,
soon.
though,
Too soon.
do you think that like is there money to be made from being the leading UFO researchers?
No. Fuck no.
Are you sure?
Well, maybe about people
Did you
like
see what
us.
that just said though? It said Tom's To the Stars has like a $3 million deficit.
Yeah, they're like
Now though.
they're not. It's not a profitable thing.
And do you know
At all.
so the pill shape, you know, they got the pill shape thing, and then they have, what was the other one? The Go Fast video, and I can't remember the other one's name, but the dude that was on the ship, one of the Navy members, came out, and him and only one of his friends came out of 500 people that saw it, because it's starting to ruin his military career.
Right.
He was like,
Yeah.
he has nothing to gain from this. This is ruining his life, and like, so why would he lie about
Everyone
this?
involved like
Yeah.
that. That's the risk they're taking.
Mhm.
Or they wait till they're like retired. And then
Yeah,
they're
like,
okay, I'm out.
Commander
Here
Favor.
I am.
Commander Favor's retired, and he'll
Now he'll say it.
yeah.
Cool.
And that chick, he talks about the chick that was with him. She's like, she was new at the time, but she was on Tom's show. They covered her identity, but
Yeah.
I knew who the fuck they were talking about because Commander Favor talked about her. So
I think it's cool that she can freaking fly an F-35.
Fuck
she's
yeah.
like one of the
Sick as
squadron
shit.
leaders now.
That makes me cry because all of a sudden, not only did I pick up drumming, I picked up a love for military aircraft. Uh-huh.
Interesting.
Yeah. So girls who fly planes are so
Have you been
cool.
to the Hill Air Force
I live there.
Base? Oh, what?
I'm just kidding. I don't, but I
I
go
was
there a
like,
lot.
When they do their like show or whatever
Yeah.
it's called?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I cry. I'll be on the freeway stuck in traffic and I see an F-35 or I hear it first. I hear the F-35. I look out the window and I literally cry like a baby.
They all fly F-18s though now, right? Or are they switching F-35?
I think the F-35 is the cheaper one that
F-35
they have. And then like
F-35 is what they were moving towards, but I think the Navy still flies F-18s. Maybe the Air Force has F-35s. I don't know.
I think it'd be fun if you start going to sports events just to see like when they do
will.
flyovers.
I
you're
will.
Like, oh, okay,
Yeah, I want to see a B-2 bomber so bad, and chances are I'll never see one. But if I do, I will cry and I will.
We can go to North Carolina.
Yeah.
Salty lives there, and they have the only nuclear base that has the capability of launching nuclear missiles and has long distance B-2 bombers that drop the long distance
If I
missiles.
saw a B-2 bomber, I would lose my shit. Flat rhombus.
Yeah, flat rhombus.
I don't know
No,
what
that's
that shape is.
rhombus.
So let's talk about what are you guys' thoughts on this whole the UFOs either going from the sky to the water and then back out, or starting in the water and going to the sky.
What are those called? USOs?
Yeah.
Unidentified.
But the way they work,
Mhm.
because they have the capability, because what they manipulate fucking gravity and
into an
time,
envelope.
so
yeah,
they can
fly. I mean,
they can, and
go
if it's
underwater.
concealed, yeah.
I don't think it matters.
But
You can probably go
yeah, I know
anywhere.
what you're saying though. Are they
Space,
coming from water or from the sky?
Air, doesn't
And-
matter.
I think the idea too that maybe people need to start thinking about more, which I'm sure you guys would totally get, but it doesn't seem like they talk about. What if these are just really long distance drones?
They were
Maybe.
talking about the Navy. So that's one thing they used to talk about, that the dude in the Navy is on Tom's show, and he didn't want to say, but Commander Favor, he's retired, he doesn't really know much, but the one dude in the Navy, they're like, do we have something capable of flying that can do that? And he's like, I'm not
No.
getting into that. He's like, well, he didn't say no. He's just like, I'm not getting into that stuff. He's like, I'm not ready to go that far.
Yeah.
But everyone else says this is like like a Model T vehicle versus like, you know, a Ferrari or Tesla. That's a technology difference.
If you think about where we're at too, like, you know, Voyager isn't.
I love Voyager. It's my favorite space guy.
It's not
advanced
being controlled by a person in Voyager.
No, dude, it's just been chilling.
All the
Oh,
stuff
I
that's
see
been
what
sent
you're
to
saying.
Mars
Are they
is
drones
all-
from other? Okay,
Yeah,
I
like,
gotcha.
is it hard to believe that maybe we have a little piece of equipment that's floating light years away from us right now?
Yeah,
There could be one here, and it's just sending back like weird data to whoever the home
it
is.
It could be. I mean, it's just so inconceivable because that Voyager's going at like, I don't know how fast it's going, but 1977 to 2015 when it entered or exited our solar system.
Yeah.
That took a long time to get out of our solar system, and there's nothing even. I mean, it's not
38,000 miles per hour.
38,000 miles per hour. So that's how fast Voyager's going. He is freaking
Almost as fast as I can run.
Dog.
Yeah.
Almost.
What's the one? Is it Voyager 1 or 2 that sends
2.
back like little cute messages?
2.
Is it 2?
Voyager 2 is the best.
Yeah.
It's the best Voyager of the Voyagers.
Yeah. Until
That's for
Voyager 3 shows up.
It's just me.
Wait, how fast is Voyager 2 going?
I am Voyager 2.
You are
Voyager 2 Voyager 2 is the one that's going. Voyager 1 is the one I think that plummeted into.
No, Voyager 2 is going slower.
Voyager 2, 35. Voyager 1, where's that?
Voyager 1 was 38.
Yeah.
So where's Voyager 1 right now?
Let's see. Ooh, Lacassi. Mission status Voyager. Don't just tell me where the fuck it's at. How far is Voyager 1 away now? As of February 2018, Voyager is roughly 141 astronomical units.
I don't know.
Sun-Earth distances from Earth. That's roughly 13.2 billion miles or 21.2 billion kilometers.
That's cool, but where is that at?
Way the fuck out there.
Where's that?
Can you point me in a distance?
You can give me like a.
Oh, not
It
maps.
just pulls it up.
It just shows
It's right
it.
here in Bountiful. Okay.
So it's fucking. Well,
Cool.
30 years ago, Voyager 2's whole.
Voyager 2, I just know is
Is that
one
Carl
with this-
Sagan's?
That's the Carl Sagan one with the
Yeah.
disc.
Oh, so I have a side question for you that I've been thinking about a lot lately, and I don't know why.
What's up, Randy? We're talking about aliens and UFOs, and we're talking about the Voyager 1 right now. But yeah.
So
Space.
I was reading some theoretical physics on black holes,
Uh-huh.
and like the problem with reading stuff like that is everyone's just like, well, it might be like this or it might be like that. So these guys were saying that if you were to enter a black hole, nothing would happen to you for a certain amount of time, and eventually when you hit the event horizon point, there's so much destructive force that it could destroy anything.
Pulls you apart molecule by molecule.
Particles, right?
Yeah, I mean literally just.
So-
I mean, even to the atoms are ripped apart.
My question is,
Good one, Salty.
when the particles are going at this crazy, powerful rate,
Mhm.
is that something that we'd visibly be able to actually
Detectable?
see?
No. Sadly. No,
'Cause-
but we can see like, what is it? Like a Hadron Collider, stuff like
Right.
Oh no, the one place I was telling you I asked you was in Alaska, that lab that's really deep underground is
Mhm.
detecting like I don't know if they're neutrons, protons, I don't know what they're detecting,
Right.
but from black holes and whatnot. Like they're detecting like if any particle just
Right.
went astray from that event, I guess. I don't know if they found anything, but
That's the one thing that
it-
sucks about space in general. Is usually all the pictures that you see are very manipulated. That's not actually what is there.
we don't know.
Randy says
Yeah,
no
we don't know.
because even light is pulled in.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah.
talking about black holes, yeah.
We can't get anything past that event horizon. But I
Right.
mean, like, hopefully that's why they have those labs. Like, hey, maybe one electron, one proton, maybe something.
I was just curious if maybe, like, for some reason, if particles were that powerful, maybe it is something you can actually visibly.
No,
Darn.
sadly,
They made it look cool.
yeah.
Event Horizon,
just
man, that's
hope-
a cool movie.
I'm just hoping it ends up like Interstellar, where we can create a four-dimensional place for us to be.
Right.
Somehow.
I just hope
love
we
that
all
movie.
die.
Oh,
We just grow corn.
okay.
We're corn farmers now.
Interstellar was a good movie. Very,
It's the fucking best movie ever.
yeah, very
Made me
entertaining.
cry. I cry every time. I cried every time.
Yeah, because I know
He's sending
I
messages.
know he's
to-
going back home too. She old.
She's old, but he gets to see her daughter.
Yeah.
He's like, all right.
Is that what
My
he
daughter
says?
gets older, but I stay the same age.
Oh. That's pretty funny. Way to go, fucker.
Wouldn't that be a trip though? Like the whole idea that if you were to just go down to a bigger planet.
Oh, the time difference.
The time stuff fucks with my
I
brain.
love the time
Oh,
stuff.
it's so crazy.
That's my favorite.
Fake
shit.
news.
Fake news.
1 hour is 7 years on Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, gravity's crazy.
It's
Isn't that weird that the fabric just it manipulates time like that?
Yeah.
Makes
Well,
me happy.
you know how? Okay. So if people start actually going to Mars, right?
Mhm.
They're gonna die faster than us.
I don't know what you should honestly look it up, like the if there is some sort of time difference or the gravity on Mars
Right.
compared to whatever. But yeah, no, remember the two. So there was Mark Kelly and then Scott Kelly, the twins.
Mhm.
I think Mark Kelly was the one. I forget which twin is the astronaut, but literally just being up in space, like up in the space station for however long he was up there, like a year, it changed his DNA.
Right.
Like things changed. He has an identical twin that they could,
Test.
and then
Came back and he was different.
he was different. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know exactly what was different. I know that his DNA was changed. There's a lot of stuff that was changed, but I don't know if aging changed. But I think
It'd be weird.
so. I mean, Mars has let's see.
Because I just
Which-
went off the fact that it's smaller, so it would be spinning faster.
Right.
in
Is
theory,
it?
Right?
Yeah.
So
I think I mean it'd probably have like a little bit less gravity.
that'd be weird. Would you go to Mars?
Fuck yeah, I'd go to Mars,
I'd go to
dude.
Mars too.
You
I'd be-
You can set your name. I tried to send it to Forrest. Like put your name on the next rover spacecraft.
Can you?
Yeah, I mean it already ended. It ended on September 30th, but I have mine on Curiosity.
Do you really?
Yeah, I have my name on Curiosity, and I also have my name on this. I don't even know what's going up next in 2020, but I also have my name on that
I like that.
because that's fucking cool. Shit, the sun and also the same distance. Okay. Wait, what?
Franklin says, when you grow corn, change the YouTube channel to the Corn Hub.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I am the corn hub.
And then up in a bookcase, yeah, that's cool.
Thank you, Alec.
What?
It's not the time on
What the
sun would
fuck,
be
Alec? I'm not
different
looking good.
than ours. It's your distance from where the Big Bang. No, it's not. No. It's just how much gravity is around.
Right.
Yeah. So if you have like a big mass, like bigger than the sun, or whatever, however big the mass is that you're like orbiting, that's gonna cause more gravity, which is gonna make time change.
Salty Frank
Slower,
says,
faster.
Bieber, the relative difference in speed also changes the speed.
Of what?
I don't know, science. Quick maths.
I need a formula.
Give us that formula, Salty. You're a smart guy. I'm a fun guy, but when I get a little sugar, get a little
A
kooky.
little kooky.
Yeah. What?
They call me the
The
mushroom.
sun and us are the same difference. Changes the time. Yeah. Oh yeah. Speed changes the time too.
Salt, did you see what he said up here? It was pretty funny. There we go.
Forest
He's
is
talking
the-
about light to Earth is actually delivered by Forrest every morning via Supreme Messenger
I
bag.
saw that and I said, "Wow,
It's because one
what a
time
theory!"
I was wearing a Supreme hat, and then they were fucking roasting me. That's a fake Supreme hat.
Was
and
it?
No,
No, it was real. It might be my favorite thing ever.
it's the only time I've ever got mad because I spent so much on a fucking hat, and they're telling me it's fake.
Spring hats don't have buckles on them.
I was like, "You fucking idiot!"
Or
Yeah.
You weren't, but you're looking snazzy.
Oh, thanks, Alec.
Yeah. Yeah, like
Yeah, I got all fucking. That's the
Wow.
only time I've ever been triggered on this podcast. So I told me a Supreme hat was fake.
mean, man.
Oh,
He's
shit.
kind of low.
Yeah.
I have a Kirkland brand jacket on. You
I
know.
bet it's fake.
It's real Costco brand. Yeah.
That abducted is fake.
Fuck.
You're fake.
I faked my own shit.
Fake your
That's
own
a-
clothing
yeah, that's a-
brand.
That's a knockoff.
Yeah, check it, guys.
From China.
I heard Jesus with an alien.
Jeepers.
NBD, designed it myself.
When did you buy that?
What?
When did you buy that one?
A while ago.
Oh, I didn't know you bought one of those.
Why didn't you buy me and Wes one?
I know.
Hey, you fucking hoser.
I have to buy clothes from myself.
We're starting our own clothing brand.
Yeah.
What are we gonna call it?
Abductive.
Check out that logo. That's pretty tight, huh? I
Well,
like
is it a deer and an alien together? So is it a deer alien?
Yeah, it's a Dalian.
Alien.
Hey, thanks for the host or sub. I can't remember what that
We're
one.
just trying to show the thick.
What's that notification? I don't remember what that noise
Go
means.
to the left and then down one.
That one?
Up, yeah, right there. Right. That should pull her up.
Ah, thanks for the sub.
On YouTube.
YouTube? Hell yeah, brother.
4 days ago.
Oh.
Guess it went in now.
Doesn't matter when.
Thanks, Mikes. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, not thick or nothing.
Dang. You got a fat ass.
What's up, guys? Just stretching.
Well, that was cool. That looked
I'm
awesome.
new here. What's the podcast called?
Digging it.
Oh, thanks, dude. Appreciate it,
It's called
Randy.
digging it. Digging it with the boys.
Digging it with the boys.
It depends on the day, Randy, because there's several different shows. We used to just be Topshelfers podcast, but then new shows came out of it, so it depends on the day. Like, so when me and Wes that's Wes, I'm forced. When we just bullshit, it's Chubb and Bones, but right now it's just Topshelfers podcast.
Chub and Bones plus.
Yeah. And then when Wes does a book club, what's that one called? Oh, Read Between the Lines.
I've seen that.
He does a book club,
It's good stuff.
and that's
I
so
like-
far.
I like books.
Get in on
I
it.
read books.
Get in on it, dog.
I know how to read.
The Shining is this month. We're doing it next week.
I have Shining. I have The Shining. I own it. I spilt soda on it.
Looks real good.
But it's still, you can still read it, I bet. It's just the pages are
Pages
sticky.
will. Been there, done that. You can still read
You can
it.
still read
Yeah,
it.
you can still read it.
Does he read Between the Rainbows?
Only to you, Googles.
There's only one book that has ever mattered in the history of books, and that
That's-
book is by Gary Polson. It's called Hatchet.
Oh my god. That's a good book.
It's the best book.
I like that book.
About a young man finding himself in the forest.
Yeah.
He gets attacked by a fucking moose,
Yeah.
and he goes back several times. Goes back in the river. He's got Brian's Winter.
Yeah.
That is a good book. Now that you say it, yeah. You know,
Sweet, I read once.
Same.
me too.
Hatchet. There's
Uh-huh.
also
How many times I did my
Well, you know,
Double Fudge by Judy Blume.
Kai sent me a Snapchat, and it was of like a picture of the God Delusion or something by Richard Hawkins. Am
Yeah.
I saying that right? I can't remember. Anyways, he's like, this looks like a book you'd have, and I have a Snapchat of me running to my front room to grab the book that I had, and I bought it from Deseret Industries for $1. The God Delusion. I can't believe they sold that there. Anyways, he was right. I had the book.
He knew.
The Giver.
Can you get a read between
The
lines
Giver?
about Hatchet?
That's definitely not a book about me. They call me the Quicker.
If we do the Hatchet for one of the book clubs, will you do it?
Hatchet? Yeah, I'll tell you. I don't even have to read it. I can tell you about that book. It's been like 10 years, and I'll tell you.
I'll pitch the idea of it being Hatchet and not say anything.
You need
Like
to
10 minutes in the
send
show, you show up dressed up like Brian. I'm here to tell you about my adventure.
That'd be cool.
Well, so there was a boy. He was flying with a pilot. They wrecked.
I think Alec wants to bring Skippy.
Skippy's been on.
I honestly was thinking I should bring Tobes. I should bring Toby One Kenobi, but then I was like, no.
Oh, we have a dog show?
We
Good
should have
thinking,
Dr.
Alec.
Yeah, Alec is.
That would be good.
You show us your skills?
Toby doesn't know how to do shit, but
I'll be Wes's
looks
pet. I'll be in a gimp suit doing the course.
Start talking.
spray bottle.
Yeah. Just beer.
And Steve sprays me with fucking water. I'm like, I'm not a cat. Stop that.
Bad boy.
Steve's the best.
Who is Steve?
You've met Steve.
Steve.
Do you remember Joey?
Oh, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, Steve's. best friends with Joey. See,
I work with Steve's brother. I like him a lot. He cracks
You
me
like
up.
him?
Yeah.
Would you marry him? Okay.
He has a super nice Camaro. It's in SS, but
Yeah.
it's fucking one of the brand new ones.
It's
It's so fucking badass. But he drove by us the other day, and his windows are super tinted, so you can't see out of it. And he just gets next to us, rolls down his window, and goes, "Ma'am."
wow.
I love driving
I
with him.
like that.
It's fucking mean.
It's fucking hectic. We'll get out of that parking lot, and he just kind of like looks at me, and then just, we're doing like 100 down that road, really. And I'm like,
So one of the children today, Miranda, she's 16.
shout out to Miranda.
Merman. Merp. Anyway, so she gets her license a couple months ago. She gets this little Chevy Sonic. Her dad buys her, and she is just wilding out. She's driving so crazy. And so apparently she's going to her friend Izzy's house today. Does this thing where she goes 50 down the road in West Bountiful, like, bad. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Her dad's also the police chief.
Well,
Anyway, so then she gets followed by a lady. She parks, the lady pulls in front of her, stops, gets out of the car, and just rips her a new one, and is like, "You motherfucking piece, my granddaughter lives around here, and you're driving like that." And she's never had any interaction like that in her life, and she came to my house, and she was crying. She was like, dog, I just got yelled at for, and I was like, "For what?" And she was like, "For driving like a douchebag." I'm like, man, yo, that sucks, but she drives crazy. She does. She's like a speed demon, dude. Leadfoot.
I got
16.
Leadfoot, but I got a steel toe.
That's great. Your toes are protected. Protected toes. You drop anything on those toes, nothing's gonna happen.
They're clean.
You really need your drum set so I can.
But
I would say so many more jokes.
Just turns into joke segments.
Oh! I have one on my phone.
Oh, let's hear it.
It's called Drumney. 3D.
Oh, you got a drum kit. I thought you were saying a joke. I was ready to hear
No,
that.
I don't have a fucking joke on my phone. I went to a job interview the other day, and they asked me, like, tell me a joke.
Thanks for the bits.
Okay, watch this. But literally, you can kick the kick with your foot.
What?
Is that crazy?
That is actually kind of crazy. I wasn't ready for it. Is it a free app?
It's free, dude. It's fucking free.
Can we just make a band that's all drummers?
We could, and
I'll have an electric drum kit that I play the fucking xylophone on.
What?
Yeah, I changed it to xylophone keys.
You know what was a cool moment for me, though, is just the off segment, but it's about music, is I've been an ex-Ambassadors fan for a while, and I know that they've kind of got more...
I don't fucking remember it.
I know they got kind of more pop now, and people kind of give them shit, but I went and saw them live.
I gotta look see what it is real quick.
You what?
The Wi-Fi.
I don't have to take this thing.
I went and saw them live up at Utah State University with Biebert in chat, and so I didn't know that the lead singer is brothers with the guy who plays the piano.
Yeah.
I've never actually seen someone play the piano live before, like to the extent that he could.
Yeah.
He's
That's
blind.
No. That's a
blind.
stereotype.
That's Beethoven.
No, fucking
Ray Charles.
the dude in fucking what you just said. He's blind.
Ex-Ambassador?
Yeah, the keyboard player's fucking
Is he
blind.
really?
Yeah, I didn't know
I
that.
didn't know that at all.
He's a fucking blind guy.
That changes it even more. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah, he's
Why would
blind.
That makes a lot of sense.
So,
They did that whole.
why would that make sense?
They did the whole music video on fucking people's special needs because he's fucking blind.
It makes sense because when we were watching him, he
Wasn't making eye contact?
Well, it just seemed like his movements were more erratic than normal.
I'll show you. I won't play anything, but I'll
To
show
be
you.
honest with you, all of a sudden this last summer, I started working for my friend Gray. He's in a band. It's a party band where they just do hit songs, whatever covers.
Yeah.
They're big, and this is a big business here in Utah. probably everywhere.
Look at him. There he is.
Yeah,
Fucking blind.
I
You're
didn't
right.
know that.
But so, I started working for the sound guy that does all the sound for these concerts. I have no idea what I'm doing. I've never done anything like that in my life. But I've met so many musicians, specifically keyboard players, pianists, right? And they run the fucking show.
Will you hand me one of those?
See, because in my I've never actually tried to learn
Thanks.
music,
Anytime.
but my list of like desire would be keyboard, drum, violin.
Keyboard is the best thing to ever learn on because you'll learn all
The
of music
music.
theory.
Yeah.
And it applies to anything besides the drums. Drums
What's up,
is
Still City?
literally just hitting things. It's called an upbeat and a downbeat,
Yeah.
right? So what I call boots and cats.
Yeah.
Boots and cats and boots and that's literally how I learned how to play the drums. Boots and
Wow.
cats.
I love you, Still City. Boots and cats.
Yeah, so that's not music
Sure, show me
theory.
the-
Right.
But what is music theory is what you learn on the piano. That'll apply to everything.
It was also cool. I watched the Doors keyboarder when he was talking about making the Riders on the Storm song, like,
Oh yeah, that guy's dope.
because how like when that song came out, that was literally the most edgy thing that was on the radio. Like that was the
Yeah.
edge.
Oh yeah.
Even though lyrics today, like now we hear that song, like, oh, that's not that edgy. Because
Yeah.
we hear people talking about all sorts of shit. It was just cool hearing him get so excited about the lyrics, and everyone just like waiting for him to play the piano part.
Doing like the storm.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
That's such a monumental thing. It's so crazy how just in the last like 50 years, I guess 50 years, music has just changed so
Just a
much.
whole different thing.
I had no idea. I used to listen to music and it was magical, right? Then you listen to music after you learned music and it's like you know every single part of what they're doing, even like just the crazy like background ambiance type stuff. Like you know
Right.
exactly how it's made and it's still just as magical.
I think that's with a lot of stuff because like I hear that
Porn?
with people who
Mm-hmm.
who make movies. Because we had that. I feel so bad for not remember his name. The kid who's the actor. He
Mr.
came on. He was doing all the impressions.
Mr.
Oh,
Movie
fuck.
Man.
I'm so sorry I forgot your name. I'll message you later.
Your
if
stage
you-
name was something Curtis.
Yeah. So he was talking to us about movies, and it was the same kind of thing. Like, I asked him, like, well, does doing movies take the magic away from it? Because, like, you know, filming the same scene over and over, trying to
Yeah.
get the best cut, like, does it take the magic away? He's like, no. It makes me appreciate it more because I see every little thing that goes
Exactly.
into it. And I think that goes with,
Music.
you know, all these different big
That's
productions.
totally new for me. 100% brand new. Like the last couple years. Blows my mind.
Wow.
Yeah.
Randy, you're a musician? What?
Your stage name's J.R. Curtis.
Yeah.
Sorry I forgot your your real name, man.
Oh, Randy.
Hope you've been well,
What-
too, still.
Randy, what music do you make?
Who's Randy?
What do you play, Randy?
Have you seen that video?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, that's fucking sad.
No.
So, do you know the podcast Your Mom's House?
No.
It's Tom Segura, the comedian, and his
Oh, I know
wife.
him.
Christina P.
So, in their intro, they have like they're playing like snips from all the podcasts and whatever. And one of the things that it says is, "Who's Randy?" And the video is that there was a former NFL player who has really bad dementia now and like CT and all that type of stuff.
Sad.
And he just sits in his house and asks his wife, "Oh, are we going?" Like to leave, but they're not going. Or he just is so he has such bad dementia that she has created a character called Randy who works on the car.
Okay.
So she's like, "No, Randy has the car."
Smart. That's exactly
So-
what you have to do, yeah.
Yeah, so she tells him that every single time.
Mm.
So in the interview, they're expecting him to know, like, about Randy. And they're like, "Oh, does Randy have the car today?" And he's like, "Who's Randy?"
Alright, that makes sense.
Oh, shit. Hope you guys have been well. Still City, I miss you. I hope you're doing well. Let's link up soon and talk.
I'm always well.
Side note, still waiting to be on this podcast shit.
Hit up Wes.
Yeah,
well,
You know, if
come
you hit
on.
up me, I just don't ever fucking respond. So if you hit up Wes on that Facebook, he'll respond to you.
Yeah, and then we can talk about your photography because I'm very interested.
And what does Randy play?
Yeah, Randy.
Randy.
Who's Randy? Just picked up a second job, so I've been hella busy.
Guitar. Randy plays guitar, a solo artist. So basically everything as far as instruments, metal, blues, other stuff. Hell yeah, dude.
Heck yeah,
I like
man.
that.
I play everything too.
I started learning Blink on the guitar. My fingers hurt really bad.
Yeah, you gotta get these calluses.
I was
I got them from the bass.
what's this? I can't remember. One of the good guitar players, like, rub isopropylene alcohol on your fingers, dries them out, then you fucking get them quicker. And I was like, maybe I'll do that so I can just fucking
Shred?
Yeah.
Take shred
Shred
dog?
on the acoustic. Oh shit.
Yeah, no, you have to build those calluses up and they take months, and thank God I have them. Or thank me, I have them.
Brianna can play the bass too.
Bass is dope.
I heard
The
her.
bass is so funky, dog.
Yeah.
Oh my God, is it funky? Everything. Now I just hear all these funky bass lines and all these songs I never realized had funky bass lines, and I'm just like,
It
ooh.
makes the chili peppers a lot better.
Yeah, like I love it.
Because Flea is the best.
He's crazy.
Yeah.
That's what he is.
Yeah,
He's insane.
Yeah.
But no, really.
That's what you like about an artist.
One of the craziest bass players. His name is Geddy Lee. He's from a band you might know as Rush.
No.
he can slap the bass.
You might know them. Rush.
Rush. I don't know if you're
Might be
familiar with
familiar.
the little Rush Canadian band.
They have a little song called Tom Sawyer.
Yes, they sure do.
Randy says, as to your film topic, I've been getting into filmmaking and just knowing how they do it. It actually had made movies much cooler to me.
Yeah, that's what we've heard is like, it's more... I think the same thing for podcasts for me, like especially podcasts who they're everywhere and everything's perfect because
They work.
I realize how much work that I try to put into it.
It's a lot of work.
And then I like look at these guys and I'm like, fuck, I could put in like 70 hours a week and still not be where they're at.
Just so you guys know, Wes is the work behind this whole fucking podcast. My work is this. So
Like,
everyone
is
here,
this?
everyone watching, thank Wes, because this is him, not me.
Thank you, Wes.
I'm just here with him. That's it. He does everything else, so.
try to.
Respect.
Get
He
lazy.
does. Wes does all the work, not me. So.
F in chat.
F in chat.
Yeah, F to pay fucking respects.
F in chat.
Everyone, F spam. F spam.
F in chat for some respect for Wes.
But yeah, no, it definitely does. Like, I think it's cool. Just
It's crazy. I guess
Yeah.
that could apply to anything, any field, any passion, whatever that you get into. Who knows though? My brain is only on drums, and that's just hitting things.
so back to alien talk because we've never actually sat down and got to talk about something that I've been super curious about for a long time.
Our drop's gay.
No, get over yourself. They're not.
Continue.
Is your experience well, let me preface by saying if you even want to talk about it because I don't want to like.
I'll
But
talk
like,
about anything.
okay, back when you used to have these crazy dreams.
I still have them.
Okay, can you explain to me in the chat like what's going on there, what you think it is, and like the craziness
Well,
behind it?
before getting older and becoming an adult, I thought that it was literally aliens. No joke, coming to visit me. But it's sleep paralysis, and that's where my mind goes because I'm scared of aliens. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you're scared of demons, you're scared of whatever, you're scared of spooky men standing in your hallway. That's probably what you're gonna think of.
Spooky man.
But I'm scared of aliens, and so that's where my mind went when I was super young.
So do you think the sleep paralysis is your fear of alien just manifesting
I think
itself?
that I have sleep paralysis. I mean, that might be a disorder of some sort. I mean, I still have sleep paralysis to this day. But, do I think it's aliens? No. No. I think that's where my mind goes. Because when you're paralyzed, you know, in your bed, can't move, I don't know why it's your go-to to think of the scariest thing you could think of.
Right.
You know?
Your mind, maybe because you feel the most vulnerable?
Probably.
You're paralyzed?
That would absolutely make sense. So, I think that's where my mind goes.
And you still have sleep paralysis?
Yeah, to this day.
Oh,
Yeah, I had it last week.
That's rough.
Yeah.
I've only had it a couple times, and it's shitty.
It's so shitty.
I told them about it, or Wes about it, and it was awful. I couldn't sleep for awful nightmares, and like I thought
Yeah.
people in my room.
Yeah, you'll hear stuff, you know, screaming in your ear. Just like
I woke up
radios.
myself because I was yelling at myself.
I try and wake up myself, like coughing, moving, anything. I try and pet my dog Toby. That's like the last sleep paralysis I had last week was really bad, and I thought I'll just try and pet my dog, and it was just like, oh, I was so heavy, couldn't do it. I don't know if I even touched him, but it seemed like I
Mine was
I
like
couldn't get myself out of it.
I could move in my room, but it just looked like someone was just staring in the corner of me in my room, and I was like,
Clay, my bad.
it's just Wes.
Oh yeah.
Just T-posed.
Speaking of dreams, I was thinking about it, like, I haven't had them in a while, but, like, so my dad has really bad dreams where he kicks shit in his sleep, and I've only had a few, but, like, I was like, man, it's so good that I'm just alone in my bed, because I woke up just, like, fucking punching my bed before. I was like, damn, what if someone's there, and I just kick the shit out of him?
I woke up punching. I woke
up, it's like, I was like, damn, this is embarrassing. I'm punching my bed in my sleep.
Invasion? You had a dream about that?
Alien invasions?
I've had dreams
Yeah,
about
definitely.
that. And they always have to do with my mom. They're coming to get my mom. I love my mom. I have a very close relationship with her. So every alien invasion dream I had was they're trying to get my mom, and we're trying to protect my mom from said aliens.
See, my dreams are weird because my dreams are very prolific, like, and vast in what's going on in them.
Wow.
Like, I don't have sets of the same dreams anymore. It's always like this crazy new, like, thing, like, weird thing going on, and I tend to remember them, but like, it's for me, it's turned into stories that I've been writing books about. Because I found this new hobby. Like, I've had this hobby for a while, but I've been getting more passionate about, like, writing.
Oh, that's cool.
And, like, the two main stories that I'm working on are from dreams.
That's so sick.
That's dope, though. Cause
yeah.
It makes me wonder, because, you know...
So do you wake up and write them down, your dreams?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I have a little dream journal next to my bed.
That's cool.
It makes me wonder, because, like, you know, for those who like horror, Stephen King's, like, the king of horror. Yeah. That guy has wrote, like, hundreds of books. How do you just normally come up with that?
Did you hear what he said? How he wrote them? He says he doesn't remember writing them. He was so fucked up
for years.
He was like on everything. Like he would just get so fucked up. Like like he was awful abuser, and he has no recollection of writing those books.
God, Matt, I miss you so much.
I saw Matt like 2 weeks ago.
Did you?
And Tyler and who else did I see?
The boys.
Mm-hmm.
How are you doing, Matt? I haven't got any shit snaps from you.
I saw the whole squad that night.
The good squad, the boys.
I saw Thomas Mills and he didn't recognize me at first. And he's like, "Oh shit, what up?" Yeah, it was all the boys. At first, Chandler was like, "Wait, is that Matt?" And I was like, "Yeah, it is." Yeah, fucking aliens, guys. I don't ever, for people listening, not on Facebook, Booth said, "I like to get up and fart on the doorknob in my sleep."
Yeah.
That's why he often finds me sucking on his doorknob. Bieber says, it was the DMT aliens telling him stories he should write.
Yeah, the DMT stuff is weird too. Clockwork elves and shit.
Have you seen Stephen King in front of his house? His house is like... You guys can Google it because I'm not going to pull it up, but look up Stephen King in front of his house.
Stephen King is in the new It movie too. He always tries... Well, he doesn't always, but he likes to make cameos in movies from time to time.
His house is like... I'll show you. He just has like a super creepy house.
Yeah. That's it for sure.
Yeah, this isn't the picture I saw though. He had it all set up, like he had decorations out front.
It looks creepy.
Have you seen Stephen King when he's younger?
Yeah.
I saw on Reddit them talking about him. They're like, one of our college students is now a famous writer. And it's just him when he was the most fucked up, when he had his unibrow. Yeah, just fucking... just this. Google Stephen King when he's younger, guys. But, yeah. It's just crazy,
He aged like fine wine. He definitely looks better now than he did when he was a...
It's because he was
lad.
like... I don't know.
Now he's an old lad.
Yeah. Nah, still, though. Doesn't look... But yeah, he was like...
Okay, before you do anything else, how much do you think Stephen King's worth?
350 mil.
That's pretty accurate. I'll go around like 100 to 300, maybe 500.
400. I was close.
Yeah, you were close.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. It's a lot of ducats.
You've never heard that about Steve or about King? Yeah, dude, he was fucked up.
For years,
Yeah.
dog.
He was talking about it, he's like, I don't even remember writing half that stuff.
Nope.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
He would just get like donezo and then write. And look what it came out of
He
it.
did some LSD and other things like
He
that.
did
Yeah,
everything.
that's
It was mostly alcohol, but
Yeah.
so that's why I'm doing the drinking.
Is that why?
Did it get in your mouth?
No.
You gotta be the most creative with your little drug.
Yeah. I think I'm pretty hilarious.
I was gonna bring.
Oh yeah,
some
check it.
wine over, but I-
Remember this, Brianna?
Whoa. Ancient arrowhead.
Brianna bought this, and one time a duck bit it.
I remember that.
A
My
duck
duck.
bit it?
It was my duck.
Oh, I remember you. Fucking.
And-
You remember my duck?
I was petting him.
That was a bad idea, I think.
I was like this.
I don't want to admit that.
I was petting the ducks. I was like, oh, you're a little cute, Chief Keef. I was like, you're cute. And then Chief Keef jumped up and bit my necklace and ripped the arrowhead right
He
off.
was the dominant one.
Yeah.
I just remember going and Chandler and his brother. I don't know if you lived there.
Yeah.
Those apartments.
When I had the ducks living in a Tupperware and I didn't change out their thing and it just smelled like death.
I came over there like after the ducks were there, and I'm like, oh my god, there's duck shit everywhere.
You couldn't control the dogs.
Yeah.
Dude.
They were so cute though.
They
You'd
were
walk
so
it. It was like little
They would
flappies.
pitter-patter.
It was definitely a moment I'll never forget when I like walked in and there was like ducks just like coming at me. I'm like, oh.
Oh,
those are so
ducklings?
cute. Yeah, little fucking ducklings.
Yeah, my mom said, you gotta get rid of those. And I was like, Mom, they're attached to me. I'm their mother. They won't survive in the wild.
What would ever happen to Chief Keef?
So I have grand ducklings out in, Murray.
Chief Keef had kids?
Yeah. Chief Keef. Honestly, I ruined probably the ecosystem of Utah's duck population by bringing in non-native ducks and then releasing them. I think 2 of them died.
But Chief Keef carried on?
Chief Keef carried on, and I have
Nice.
grand ducklings.
Chief Keef killing it. Can I do a Q? Sure. Cool to meet y'all. I'm friends with one on Facebook. Hey, yeah, hell yeah, Randy.
Thanks for stopping by. We appreciate chatting with you.
Yeah, we do this every Friday and then sometimes Saturday.
You know, Wested's book club's on Saturday. Saturday.
Got another show idea coming up soon, so
Oh,
It's just Wes beating me up for 2 hours.
yeah.
I'd watch.
Yeah.
Just crying. Stop.
I'm a very verbal
Don't
and
stop.
physical abuser. I'm just gonna give you the bad baby treatment.
Oh,
That's your cue, is stop.
Stop.
Pajama time.
Come here, little kitties, on my lap.
Yee.
Don't clip that, fuckers.
clip that.
Every time I say bad shit, it gets clipped.
Hey,
It comes back
listen.
to haunt me.
Yeah.
Westgasm.
That's a great one, though. I found out that when I find something really funny, I do a before laugh where it's so
Westgasm. I understand now what you're saying.
yeah.
Yeah, Go
Okay.
Eagles makes the best clips of Wes.
Yes, Go Eagles does. There's a lot of them.
Oh man, you got that many
My
clippable
favorite,
moments.
my favorite one is Forrest drunk. We were playing some fucking game and he's singing Shania Twain to me. That's the best.
Which song? I feel like a woman.
Yeah,
I
hell
knew
yeah.
it.
And I killed it.
Yeah, he hit that high note like a god.
Wow. Are you Shania Twain?
Maybe.
You could be an
She
impersonator.
strives to be me.
Yeah,
Shania Twain is a Forrest Curtis impersonator.
it's true.
That's kind of cool. Wow.
That was one
Good
of
for
my,
you, man.
one of my moments where I was just because you can hear me like after he hits the high note, and I'm just dying.
I want to perfect the wheeze laugh where it's like. But I can't. I don't have
Jordan
one
did that
to
when I spilled beer in my ass
Oh
when I
my
was doing
god!
a
I
straight
thought he
arm
was gonna
challenge.
die.
Did you want to tell us about your shit?
Your mom.
Yeah. Hey,
What
she's
about?
doing good.
Great. I was wondering. Yeah,
She's doing good.
it's good.
Let's see here. So, gotta pull up my little
Google
research
Docs
project. So I was researching conspiracies and I came across one. It's High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program.
which
And
is a very peculiar, the word I can't say, thing to find.
yeah, it's they just call it HAARP because auroral or rural. That word's fucking dumb.
We can't say words on this
Really?
podcast.
Rule?
Auroral borealis or rural. Yeah, I don't like that one.
It's okay. Peculiar.
Yeah, I can't say it. So what it is a research facility located in Alaska, and on their website, it tells you exactly what they're trying to do. It says they aim to study the properties and behavior of the ionosphere. The United States Air Force handed over the facility to the University of Alaska in Fairbanks on August 11th of 2015. And now they're planning to use the base with something called an IRI, which can temporarily excite a limited area of the ionosphere for scientific study. So what they're saying they're doing is shooting a beam of energy, hits the ionosphere, and they're taking in the data of what it does. And that's what they say on their website. Now, without conspiracy or anything like that, the study can be important to see how the natural sun could be like how we would absorb the natural sun if like the ionosphere were to get damaged.
Like radiation-wise?
Yeah, radiation-wise. Obviously with pollution, like we need to know these things to protect ourselves from the sun. However, if you try and research anything on the HAARP, all you're going to find is conspiracies. Just because of a couple like big newer age topics, one being mind control, which goes all the way back to the 70s, the government trying to
men who stare at gold. Jesus Christ. Men who stare at goats.
God, I didn't
Mine
know.
who stare at gold.
Jesus Christ,
That was rough for me to hear, and I said
was
it.
rough for me.
Men who stare at gold.
I thought you just had a stroke.
Jesus Christ, maybe I did.
God,
Those
damn.
words did not come out.
So the two main conspiracies surrounding this facility is mind control as well as weather manipulation. Now, I didn't go into weather manipulation at all, just because that is a weird topic to even research, and I like to research conspiracies that like I might
Believe a little bit.
The weather manipulation, I'm still a little bit torn on. Now, keep in mind when I'm trying to explain what's going on, I'm not a scientist.
Sure you are.
So even to explain what the ionosphere is kind of difficult. Basically, because of the North and South Pole, we have a natural occurring magnetic field that protects the Earth and basically blocks out solar radiation.
Blocks out the bad, gives us the good.
Now, because of the magnetic field, there is a electrical. The best way to put it is like everywhere we go on Earth, there's a electric field that is generated that everyone feels. It's just natural occurring, even when we're here right now. The problem is if you increase that electrical field, it can actually cause problems to your psyche and physical body. That's why so many people are against 5G.
Oh, yeah.
Because 5G produces so much that it actually can fuck with you.
Yeah, it's not like your phone that gives it to you. It's like being by the towers they're putting up. It fucks with you.
Right.
Have you seen those people that are like sensitive to Wi-Fi?
Yeah. Same
crazy.
idea.
Yeah, they can like somehow it gives them headaches and shit, the Wi-Fi.
Hey, I had some lady tell me about this with the static electricity at my work in Park City, and I thought she was crazy, but turns out she's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
True.
So now, when you start talking to conspiracists, Jesus, I can't talk either. Many believe,
I'm wearing off on you.
Yeah, many believe that the government, when they had or were in control of.
Sorry, Salty Frank sent us a picture of the Rush Limbaugh band.
It's Rush, but it's Rush Limbaugh. I get it.
That's pretty solid.
Way to go.
Salty's the man. So the conspiracy theory is that when the government was controlling the HAARP and didn't give it over to the university, what they were doing was sending waves to hit the ionosphere, and the waves were bouncing back off of it, and they were able to figure out a way to bounce the waves where they wanted, and that would actually create and increase the electrical magnetic field in that area, thus creating health problems or even, quote unquote, controlling people's psyche from doing that. Now,
Damn, they do some fucked up shit to us.
yeah,
It's fine.
and obviously, like I said before, like if you were to be exposed to higher levels of the ELF, the electronic fields, you would actually feel it. Like you could feel this happening. So it's
Like-
not
Static, right? Like static.
basically. Now, where it gets weird is there's a couple doctors doing some research. Dr. Robert Becker, he explored the effects of the external magnetic field, so people actually taking in these radiations and what it does to the body. And he believed that, and this is in 1963, he was able to prove that even like small increases over months time periods, it would just completely like wreck people's psyche.
Jesus
Like,
Christ.
completely wreck them, like to the point where they need to go get help. and
This
medication.
is incredible.
They're
This
just
is
test-
incredible
Doctor?
research.
Yes.
They're just
Sorry?
fucking with people.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm gonna give you some.
Now,
Interesting.
the other big doctor that came into play, I'm going to butcher his name. It's Andraja Parich.
I think that's perfect.
He found out, he was studying during the 50s and 60s as well, but he found out that people are able to control their own electronic, like their own field in a way. And he studied, it sounded like he was doing pseudoscience, but had medical devices that were able to track the levels.
See
in a
what was
person.
happening, actually.
Because he believed originally that people who were doing yoga and meditation, they had some sort of healing power.
How could that be?
Well, hear me out. So, because I read that too, and I'm like, bullshit. So, he actually took these devices to a yogi master, which I guess is just someone who is a professional yoga guy.
Yeah.
And when he tracked his ELF levels, it was, he could like sit and meditate for 20 minutes and it would fluctuate. And he was saying he was doing it on purpose. So he took that research to the military and said, hey, there's this guy who can do this. We should look into it. Military was like, so he
Yoga?
went back. He went back and started studying the same thing as Dr. Robert Becker, and was like, hey, I've noticed that Robert is studying the damages. I can study that we can fluctuate them and actually make people live longer.
And they're like,
Went to the military. Military's like,
we can do that.
nah.
Oh shit, they said no to that too?
Right.
They don't like yogurt. I mean, yoga.
So the military basically said, no, we're not going to do this. Convenient.
So
And
they,
we've seen that if you go back and watch old movies, that is a very prominent
they shock
thing.
them.
They shock them. Shock
like,
therapy.
Yeah, like
I got peed in.
taps,
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that.
So it's weird that those two tie up. Forrest, you might want to hear this part, though, because this is where stuff that you like.
Oh.
Enter Edward Snowden
Oh,
in
I know that-
2016.
I know that
Homeboy.
guy.
Obviously, we could talk about him and all of his leaks all day long. Come to find out, one of the things that he leaked was that the facility, the HAARP, is not only being used as a weather and natural disaster weapon, but a low-frequency vibration, somewhere between 6 to 11 hertz, and the range, they have an unlimited range of where they can put those hertz. And that's a document that got leaked.
Old Snowden, man, they fucked that guy.
So,
Well, he
in
fucked everyone else a little bit.
my
Fuck
opinion, they started researching this in the 50s and 60s, found out that yes, this can be used as a weapon, or it can be used as a mind control. Because, I mean, if you start going down people who really believe in this, like the deep rabbit hole, people are saying, like, oh, they're using this to manipulate people to vote in elections. People are manipulating, like, UN, different things along those lines. I don't know if I believe that.
They're just making me fap a whole bunch.
But
uncontrollably.
Isn't it weird that out of nowhere, like, I know this isn't my opinion, but isn't the level of depression in the United States through the roof? And anxiety and...
Sure, but there's also a lot of other variables.
Oh, for sure.
People are less religious these days. If people would just accept the true Savior, Jesus Christ, into our hearts, maybe for once in our lives we'd be able to be accepted by God and we would not be so depressed. Just repent, guys.
Good. Yeah, good. Good idea for it.
Yeah. Really good idea.
Should we repent right now?
Yeah. We talked bad about
Sorry, Jeebus.
Ill will of Jesus.
That is weird. And, I mean, electricity, I mean, think about it. Tasers, shits like that. I mean, you know.
Well, I tried finding the Snowden article. The one thing that people say is that they have a program now where the radio or the cell phone towers are able to emit that frequency as well. Mm-hmm. And the cell phone towers are everywhere.
Damn, they're just fucking with us.
I don't know if I believe it or buy it.
So do we blame it on Edison, really?
Thomas Edison's a dickhead. Fucking stealing ideas when we could just have the homeboy pigeon fucker giving us all this electricity.
Free electricity.
Damn. They're just mad because he loved a pigeon and not them.
No, capitalism, baby.
Yeah. Money,
greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, fucking Bezos killing it.
No taxes.
Yeah.
Fuck paying taxes when you're that rich, right?
I don't know how it goes when you're that rich. I can't relate.
We were looking at his stuff the other day at work, and he makes, it was something ridiculous, like $3,000 a second.
Oh.
Like, it literally, like, if you were, like, walking around and you were, like,
totally.
You're Bezos and you dropped $1,000 on the ground, it's not worth your time
to pick it
up. You just bet.
I should walk behind him always.
Right?
You think he's going to drop just $1,000 on the ground?
I just asked him, like, hey,
can you help me pay off my debt?
Yeah.
I only have just $4,000 in debt. It's literally crippling my life.
Yeah, just a little.
Just a little help, just a little.
A little portion of soup.
Yeah, but no joke. I don't know about. I haven't researched or looked into anything about electricity and stuff like that.
Well, there's something that I just barely researched, and it's interesting. The weather manipulation thing is a lot of stuff that people are hitting on now because they really think that the government is controlling.
We are doing some weather manipulation.
We are. I think that people think that they're using it as a weapon, as in, like, creating the hurricanes.
No, we can't create hurricanes.
I thought hurricanes...
What did you think about hurricanes?
Hurricanes, they shitty.
Oh, yeah, they are shitty.
So I don't buy that. I know that weather manipulation happens, but...
NASA came out and said they're fucking doing it.
There's videos.
Yeah.
For sure. I just don't think it's a weapon like these deep rabbit hole people think it is.
Oh, no.
But I think that there's
Cloud
sonic
machines?
weapons. I do.
What do you mean sonic?
Like...
fucking pulse beam?
Not at that level. Like, take out your sci-fi, like, sound and electricity being used as a weapon. I think that's definitely happening.
Damn, what if instead of flamethrowers we had fucking electricity throwers? We just fucking...
Probably cheaper.
I mean, yeah.
You zap your ass.
What about, like, raves and stuff? Like,
we got lithium batteries.
People go to raves and that frequency of... whatever.
It forces people to do drugs. It's awful.
It makes you feel some type of way, though.
Yeah,
it makes you feel, you know, people go for a reason.
It's euphoria.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely is.
People go to see some T and some A.
Yeah.
I kind of wonder, too, if, like, I mean, it's like I've been to my fair share of EDM, and I kind of wonder if, like, your first concert you go to, and you get that euphoria.
It's like heroin?
Yeah, that crazy feeling.
Yeah.
And you can't go back and get it again, so people are like, well, fuck, people are doing ecstasy. Maybe that will get me to that point.
Give me some Molly.
Yeah.
Hella Molly.
Let me snort this Molly off your ass crack, baby.
Let's go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
So, yeah, well, maybe, no joke. I think that's a real thing.
Yeah.
But also, like, Tame Impala. They do. I mean, he specifically does that type of
Elephant?
frequency, manipulation to make you feel some. Pink Floyd does it.
All right. That's
Yeah.
weird.
It's weird. It's a whole sensory experience,
Yeah.
really, and it's crazy.
I did sensory deprivation not too long ago too.
You did.
And that's a weird sensation.
I'm not okay with my psyche yet to do that.
I want to go in that room. Do you know it's like the most quiet room ever,
Me
and you
too.
can hear your fucking blood going through you?
I don't want to hear that.
I actually went with Bieber to the sensory deprivation, and I don't know. For me, it was cool. I think I need to do it again to try and get anything out of it.
How long were you in?
An hour. Time definitely went by really fast. My problem is once I finally got to a comfortable position and like floating, I like started getting salt water in my eyes.
Yeah.
So all I could focus is my eyes burning.
All
And
around me.
the only thing they give you is they give you this little squirt bottle with clean water.
What?
So now I'm like leaning up and like squirting my eyeballs
You can't
out.
focus when you're.
Yeah. So it was hard for me to like really get into that spot.
Can we get some fucking floaties or some shit?
It definitely
Goggles.
seems like there could be some benefits there, especially working out. Like,
I think Joe Rogan can attest to that. He owns his own.
yeah.
Hey Jamie, pull that up.
Got it. Oh, am I Jamie? I'll do it.
Yeah, gods are definitely aliens, I think.
I don't know. Beats me. I think that people had a lot of imagination and a lot of questions that they couldn't answer.
Drawing CH-53s and shit. Blackhawks.
Well, I think people too.
Ooh.
It's impossible for us now to put ourselves in the shoes of someone during the time period when the Bible was made. Like, you got to think
yeah.
like they
They
didn't
got
even know
They had
leprosy.
how
no idea anything.
they didn't even know how like reproduction worked.
Yep.
That's why like the Dead Sea Scrolls are like a lot of people claim that those are what prove that whole idea was just a fertility cult. So people got together and they were like, I mean, I guess if we do that thing, like more of us come out, right? If we just keep doing that, there'll be a
And
lot
it's
of
cool
us.
as fun.
Yeah,
Hell
it feels
yeah.
pretty cool. I mean, we all stink, but we'll get used
Yeah,
to it.
I always think about that. God, how
Ugh.
much everyone would have.
And keep in mind, they're like 13 because they're going to die at 25.
Yeah, this is no joke. They're just
Sick.
gonna reek. Like
Yeah.
their teeth. How are their teeth? What's
No orals going on, I'll tell you that much.
Well, what?
Uh,
I think probably it was, and then also like a lot of rotting.
Mm. Fucking
Yeah,
yeast
a lot of
infections.
like diarrhea. Yeah, yeast infection.
But that's like what I think a lot of
Sounds
that old
horrible.
stuff was, is people putting these ideas together to keep people close enough to keep reproducing.
That's the goal.
Everyone
If
wants
they
to
didn't
smash.
reproduce, then humans.
My
I don't think we need to get anyone together. I think they just do it.
my friend Rowdy yesterday, I think he said, oh, what was it about? Oh, just that like our entire existence is like reproducing, like just reproducing more humans to figure out more stuff about things, about us, about whatever.
Evolution, baby.
But like I think it was Carl Sagan or someone like Carl Sagan said that like we are the universe learning itself, just a product of the universe to learn about the universe.
We had a guy who used to come in frequently, and he had some pretty unique thought process on what he thought everything was. And one thing that he was talking about that now is even a more popular idea in 2019, we were talking to him almost 2 years ago, not delivery.
Oh yeah.
His idea was that, and he said that he came to this conclusion after like heavy DMT or something like that,
That's usually when it happens.
that the universe is like our own brain, and that each of us are a receptor. So when we pass away, we go back to the universe to give it the information,
Well,
and then we come
yeah,
back.
energy never dies.
Matters.
That's the truth.
Not created nor destroyed.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So I don't know.
Cells make protein, baby.
And I think for the everyday folk, it's easier just to believe like, oh, when we die, it's
There is gonna be.
No, we fucking die and we die.
Yeah.
You did.
But yeah, I like
Maybe you
that
trip
better.
forever.
I
Me too.
I feel better knowing that, honestly. Not
Same.
thinking I'm
These
gonna
guys
go
want to live
somewhere.
forever.
Okay, we asked, and I get Forrest's perspective on this. The question was, if you could live forever in your own, like, however you want, would you do it, or would you rather have an expiration date? Me and Chandler picked live forever just because in my mind, I'm thinking I'll be able to experience everything. You know, in my mind, I'm like, oh, well, when the Earth ends, somehow or the other, I'll be able to go somewhere else and experience new things. Now, Forrest's perspective, he said, fuck no. And I get why. Because if there was a forever, that makes the forever pointless.
Yeah, everything's fucking pointless.
You know?
Amen. I'm on the same boat as Forrest. No joke, I would not want to be around forever.
Same.
I'm not...
Gives you purpose.
I would do the forever if I knew that there would be a forever amount of things for me to do.
Yeah, that's why I said
Yeah.
you're gonna run out of shit. It'd be fucking boring. That's fucking
Well, you could
shitty.
just
The universe is
Yoda
limitless, though.
it
It's shitty.
and learn about everything ever. So, I mean,
Not
Like,
me.
both have pros.
Yeah, I understand both, but for me personally, no, I'm
no,
done.
I'd rather
Yeah,
go out.
Would you rather live 50 years crazy or 100 years meh?
50 years
50
crazy.
Years crazy.
Yeah.
50 years crazy.
I'm trying for that right now.
We're here. I mean, think about this. This is
I mean, if we're good time, not long time.
yeah.
True.
Amen. Drake. Is that Drake who says that?
It's like, yeah, it's true.
It's me that said Drake. That fucking ghostwrite that ass.
Just humanity itself has only been around for 200,000 years.
Nope,
That. What?
not according to the Bible.
2,000 bucks.
200,000 years. 4.
You're getting ridiculous, Brianna. You
1,000.
should read some Bible or something.
No, thank you. I've skimmed it. Yeah, 200,000 years. That's it. That's all humanity's been at that. I mean, that's the Neanderthals. That's all of the stages of.
And that's
human.
nothing.
That's nothing. That's literally 200,000 years. The dinosaurs were extinct like 62 million years ago or something,
Right.
and we've been around for 200,000.
I think they keep finding further and further back though. Didn't they find a couple million-year-old fucking human
I'm sure
ancestor?
they'll keep finding stuff.
They,
I
they
mean,
should probably, yeah, maybe. But for right now, we know it's about 200,000, which is nothing. So, who was it? Neil deGrasse Tyson, my boy. He said that, like, if you put the entire existence of our universe in a 24-hour period, like, I think it's either just the Earth itself or humanity is 3 seconds
Right.
of that 24 hours. Which I was like, whoa.
See, Rusty gets it. Live forever would be sick.
Nah,
See
man,
something's-
not about it.
One thing that I think's interesting is, and I hear some people starting to talk about it, is, you know, obviously AI is getting more popular and the idea of AI taking over and everyone's scared of AI.
Skynet.
What if AI is literally just the next form of human evolution? Meaning that
Could be.
we get rid of these meat sacks
Oh, yeah, the
And-
old meat sack.
and
Bag
move
of
on
bones.
to something that is more permanent for
That's just
That would
living
be
forever.
individual.
Yeah, that is just living.
I know it's
forever.
not good for you, but
There is a movie with Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
What the is that called?
Uh,
Transcendence.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. that
And then there's that
seems-
other. What's that TV
It
show?
could be no.
altered carbon.
Altered Carbon.
Well, evolution. I think evolution has to do with natural selection, and that it does
We
not.
can
involve
naturally
natural
select our
selection.
way into fucking computers, but I don't want that
Natural
shit.
selection is not involved. I mean that.
And natural
that does
selection
go
doesn't
hand in
really even
hand.
happen anymore.
It definitely does not, because we are preventing that from happening. but-
Spartans kick their ass off the cliff.
Yeah.
But
well,
natural selection is just a concept, right? So, like, if we become an AI or a better version of a human, meaning
I guess that's
even
an
if it's like
evolution.
half, yeah, it's
Mhm.
you know I mean, let's not pretend that this isn't AI. Like, these
Okay.
might as well just be like in our arms already. 'Cause,
Alexa.
you know, how many people do you actually know in 2019 who aren't on their phone at least an hour a day?
I'm probably more.
have a
I've been
very-
tracking it.
I have a horrible problem.
What's
Yeah,
like?
I
I have two problems. iPhone, Jewel.
I am actually really consciously working my phone out of my life.
I average
That's cool.
3
That's
hours a
respectful.
day on my phone.
You don't want to know how much I average. On TikTok.
Oh,
God, TikTok's so
that's
funny.
not too bad though. 3 hours a day. That's way lower than like most
Than
people.
my
That's
than
still
my
a
8
lot.
hours.
That's a lot, but not.
Yeah.
It's better than my 8 hours.
It's just like 3 hours average Pornhub.
I was asking Forrest this question the other day, and I'm curious what your thoughts and opinion would be on it. So, you know how I think we were talking about his Gma, how she refuses to get on computer tech.
Yeah.
You know, she's still no.
Mm-hmm.
And like maybe even some of our parents, like your dad didn't want to jump on the iPhone.
Now look at him.
What do you think is going to be the tech item of our generation, where we're like, nah,
I don't think that exists for us.
chip?
Well,
Did
because
you get a chip in your arm?
yeah, fuck yeah.
Hell no.
I don't give a shit.
No way, you ain't chipping
like,
this ass.
What are they gonna do?
What's that one movie? You seen that? Where it's a fucking Siri fucking thing controlling the guy?
I don't know.
I don't care.
No
Literally,
way, you ain't controlling me. Actually, that movie ends well. I'm not gonna spoil it, but
You just did.
no, cause I don't know. I'm not gonna say it. It's happy but bad.
Okay.
So do you think like you'll just be on top of tech for?
Well, yeah, we were born in the generation of the tech boom.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna be on board the whole time.
So to myself, I wonder like if something like that came, would I want to get chipped? 'Cause I think that's the next like big thing.
There's
that's
so many
coming.
people. It's not like I don't want to say
gonna
this
be
in a
one of
mean
those-
way. We're not special.
No, we're
Like,
definitely not.
We're not that.
I'm not
they're
worried
not
about-
worried about us.
I'm not worried about like being tracked.
Like
I
a lot of
don't
people
give a
are.
shit
Yeah,
about
me either.
that.
Listen to what I say.
Yeah.
They
It's
just
fucking-
watch me real close up.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
they're gonna
what are you
see
gonna
some
track me
funny
do?
stuff.
Here, I'll give you my daily thing. I go to work, I go home, and I play World of Warcraft.
Yeah, like
The
come
fuck
on.
you trying to track, bud?
Look at the TikToks I'm watching. You'll laugh.
Yeah. I'm just more. I just don't know if I want to personally give myself away to tech like that.
I would. I think it's sick.
I don't know.
We figured it out. I mean.
I mean, I'm gonna be one of those off-gridders. It's gonna be like fucking movies,
I'm gonna be
and I'm gonna be like a
surprised.
homeless person
Like
living
Hatchet?
under the bridge. Not quite Hatchet.
I'm thinking you're gonna be in like the fucking up on a mountaintop with your big satellite on an AM channel talking about how they're coming to get
Listen, guys, put on your fucking hats. Yeah, it's gonna be me for sure. And
I see
then,
that.
like in 2012, the volcano's gonna go off, and I'm gonna die.
you. Yeah. Rusty. Let's do it, dude. Send me a message on Facebook.
On this account.
Yeah, on
Actually.
the account that you're watching, and we'll set something up. We'll come and philosophize about whatever.
Yeah, fucking all the Alexa things coming out. Have you seen that shit?
Yeah.
You can Alexa earbuds. He sent us the Ring. And
The movie. Cool.
No. This is... Yeah, that's fucking Alexa on your little finger.
That's cool. You can have auto Alexa now, like for your automobile.
Yeah.
Get that shit out of my car. Bezos does not need any more.
Hello, clap.
Yo, clap this ass.
Clap them cheeks. Yeah, that's one of the things, like, I always ask people that question, because, like, I think you get, like, your answer is more rare than you probably think. Most
Yeah.
people say, fuck no, I wouldn't
People
get
think
checked.
I'm weird. People think I'm very weird. But you know what? Okay.
Weird's better than the norm.
I
Fucking
don't-
normies.
I
Trying
mean,
to talk to normal people is boring.
yeah, there's a lot of hollow shells of people out there, but
I work with one.
I don't know, I connect with them still. I think if you just broaden your horizons and, you know, learn about everything you can connect with everyone on some sort of level.
Yeah.
And that's fun.
That is fun.
People are cool.
And people are actually unique.
People are freaking sick.
Everyone has their own weird
Yep.
little fucking...
And I love it.
They can't do this, though. I'm about to crip walk up in here.
Oh, Riley can.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Riley's probably one of the coolest people I know. I'll tell you right now.
Right here.
How's she doing?
Fucking so good. I dyed her hair literally
I
half
saw it.
I
blonde,
saw it.
half black.
Looks dope.
It took me so long, but we did it, and she looks so sick.
Yeah, it's fucking dope.
She turns 18 in 2 weeks. She's getting a meme tattooed on her leg.
Which meme?
It's the one that it's like, it's a little bird, and he's got a knife, and it's
Yeah.
like, say I'm cute again,
That's funny.
or some shit like that. I don't know, whatever. But she's getting it on her leg, and I'm like, you be you, dog.
Right?
You be you. I love it.
Fuck yeah, Rusty. If you get chipped, you can then be hacked. Yeah, but
Hack
you can
this.
only be hacked.
Hack me, bit.
You already got your
Oh,
phone.
no.
That can be hacked.
I whatever. The whole ads thing, like when I'm talking about shit and then it shows up on like.
That's just
Facebook or
convenient, to be honest.
whatever. Honestly, it's convenient. I like it. I'm like, oh, I was just talking about that. I'm so glad that they just popped up.
I don't know why people are freaked out about that because Amazon
like
and
it.
everyone's like, yeah, we do that.
I
Yeah.
like that.
Everyone's like, how do they do that? Why do they do that? And Amazon's like,
To make my life better.
because you
Right.
fucking talked about it. We try to make money.
Makes my life easier, I'll tell you right now.
Sometimes it's like, I don't even talk about it, I think about it, and there it is.
Yeah, they're like,
You got my thoughts, Amazon? Bezos is just in my room staring at me. That's my fucking sleep paralysis.
you need
Jeff,
more lube?
he's like, my ex-wife became the richest woman ever just from divorcing me.
I know, that's
That's
weird
cool.
fact.
I know,
got
I was thinking, she's got
69
so much
billion or
money.
something like that.
I would just, think about it. She probably just married him and it's like,
I would like to think she married him when he was like, had this crazy idea of like selling books. And she's like, oh, you do that, honey.
oh, honey, that
Like,
sounds great.
And like 7 years later, she's like, fuck
I want that money.
I hope he has to pay her alimony because she's used to $110 billion.
And I think that was the money. That's why she got billions.
No, that's what I'm saying though, because if
She gets more alimony.
you can get a payout and alimony if you just claim that you're used to living the lifestyle.
Well, did you?
So, he's single, right? You're saying?
No, yeah, he's fucking around for sure.
I hope he's.
Did you know
God,
he's
suck a
the
Bezos dick.
he's
Let's
the
go.
richest man ever, and he's only taken an $80,000 salary for the last 10 years?
It's crazy.
Just because Amazon, like that's just his whole. He just owns so much of Amazon that taking only 80. That's a lot of money, but at $80,000 a year, he's still the richest man on the fucking
What'd I
planet.
do for $80,000?
Do you think he's stressed, or do you think he's just like?
No, he doesn't give a shit.
I think he is stressed.
I think he is too.
I think he's stressed. He's a very big businessman with a huge business and lots to worry about.
He doesn't have to worry about anything anymore. He says, "Peasants, take care of that for me."
Kinda, yeah. If you treat your employees right, you
He
can
obviously
trust them
doesn't.
to run it.
He's got like one of the highest turnover rate in a fucking company ever.
Well, because of packages, man.
Besides Tesla. Muskie, come on, get your shit together.
Yeah,
Well-
but let's be honest. Do you think that? I mean, just look at the company we work for. The higher ups don't know anything about what's going on the ground floor. So that's communication there. That's not an error.
But Muskie's on the internet. Come on, Elon, get that shit going.
Well, it's just trust.
You
It's
think
just
he's on
trust.
the internet though, reading articles about why his company sucks?
Probably.
He's on
Yeah,
the internet
I
looking
think-
at fucking memes.
Both.
Well, probably both. Yeah.
Because I think he answers
avoid
questions
memes.
about it. I think he's like, I don't know.
Plus, memes are the only good
They
thing.
kind
in
of
his
kicked him
life.
out of Tesla though, so it's not like he has much say.
I think it'd be awful to be Elon Musk, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I would hate
So much
to be-
smarts.
I think being that
So
intelligent
much,
is a
and just on
burden.
the spotlight like that, like
I bet it's a burden.
yeah. it is.
Trying to just you look at everything and you're like, why don't these people comprehend what the fuck is going on?
I like how you're talking about evolution, and like AI being some sort of evolution.
Nope, we don't drink, guys.
I had a
What's up, Toyota?
I like that fucking name,
That is a
Toyota.
hilarious name.
That's a really good name. Wow. Why haven't I thought of that one? I had a lady talk to me once about her autistic grandchild. He has Asperger's, and she told me that she thought it was some sort of evolution. Like getting
I've read
kind
that
of getting
too.
rid of emotion in that sense, or
lot of people
weird,
think
dumb
that.
cultural, innuendo and like hidden agenda and passive aggressiveness just gone, and straight to the facts.
I actually read that. They said that's the next human evolution.
I think that might be right.
But I'll clap you says, I've been reading into strange disappearances in state parks and other places. That's Missing 401. We're actually going to do a podcast on that soon.
I've been watching shit about that too, because there's some weird shit going
Yeah,
on.
I know a lot about it. So
Also, I don't know. It's easy to get lost. It's also easy to fall off a cliff.
I don't know, that little kid
The small, like the 4-year-old,
that
3-year-old.
trekked fucking mountaintops.
Mm-hmm.
No, Rusty, the drinking was, he's being sarcastic. There's definitely some beers down.
Yeah, I fucking got off early today.
Yeah. I talk sober just because I'm a fucking loser.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why would you think what?
I don't know. I'm a sober guy. So.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You just called yourself a loser. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't appreciate all this
Grow up,
negativity.
Wes.
Here.
Yeah. You grow up and start drinking, I guess.
No.
Just-
You need to grow up and lose all that negativity, dog.
Yeah. You don't like aliens? No, we love aliens.
We fucking love them. You missed it. We were talking about them for a minute. We're gonna end soon, though.
Aliens. Scary shit. Those guys are scary. Oh, you have a...
Do you want me to tell them mine?
Do you want me to
No, I was just
create
listening
a
to sick beat.
Oh, cool.
Hola,
Yeah,
por favor.
the missing
What up?
401 kids is pretty weird.
Scary. Everything's weird.
We're
There's
just
a lot
still
of weird
podcasting. We'll be
stuff.
done here
The
soon.
sex trafficking, too, is starting to freak me out.
That freaks me
Me,
out.
Brianna, West.
Hella.
There was a... I saw this weird thing about how all these people
Yeah,
who've been
I'll call you
dying
in
in
a
the
minute.
media all have strangely been connected to researching sex trafficking, including Chester and like what's the dude who
Ashton Kutcher.
no he's not dead yet.
Oh,
Yeah, the guy who did the show where he traveled all the bizarre places.
Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah, he was doing stuff with sex trafficking and
Why
always-
is sex such a thing? Like,
you get rich and
forcible
that's all you
sex.
want.
It's like 2-to-1 ratio, like 1 woman per 2 men in the world.
I don't know what it is honestly.
I'm
I
pretty
think
sure something like that.
I think that
Power. It's like prison.
I think power, but I also think that it's. I mean, I personally see it with those who get told at a young age that sex is something to be not taken lightly, that it's very important, that it's you only do that with your wife or you only do that with this person. Like, I think
Right.
it's repression. Because, like, if you're open sexually...
It's always the most religious people that are always fucking sex criminals and
If
shit.
you're open, like, if you're cool with your sexuality and you're, like, you have your experiences and different things like that, like, these people aren't going to be the ones who are out doing horrible stuff.
No,
yeah,
not me.
Not usually. Oh, not for it. And that's all that matters.
You know?
Come here.
I mean, I'm sure there's definitely cases of, like, people who are, like, totally open and still do awful things. I mean, there's cases of...
It's so weird how that worked out. Like, as a girl, no joke, it's spooky out there. It's a spooky world as a girl.
Yeah, I went to that fucking gay thing.
Being a
I was touched so
No,
much.
it's like, no joke.
yeah,
You did
like
it. Yeah,
just being a girl in the workplace, anywhere you're at, doesn't matter how old you are, doesn't matter anything, nobody cares. You always come up with the same situations. Being a drummer as a girl,
Oh, I totally
that was
imagine.
rough. Honestly, like, I understand why there's not many girl drummers, and it's for sad reasons, but
I bet. I mean,
it's just
that's the
kinda
problem
way
with,
it
like,
is right now.
media in general nowadays. It's like, sadly, Instagram is probably the biggest social media now. What gets likes isn't talent.
I
It's
know.
bodies,
Half naked girl can
Sex
get all those
appeal.
likes. What about this soldier?
That
Yeah,
ass.
you know,
It's just me.
Well, I like that too, so it's weird.
Well,
So
yeah,
I don't
I
know
mean-
how to like
right? For
like
sure.
I see a girl on Instagram, like, oh my god, like that.
I think it's a
Yeah.
human flaw, though. I think that
Biology, man. God cursed us.
Is it God or is it culture?
it's culture.
It's biology. We're chemically fucking driven.
We're chemically driven to reproduce, just like anything else is.
Yeah. Usually the females just kill us, but not these days.
I think it's chemically to want to
me.
reproduce, but I don't think it's chemically to
Rape.
rape and all you think about is sex.
And
That's
like
you
to
not being
make
able to
people
control
uncomfortable,
yourself.
or to
Yeah, definitely.
get mad when somebody doesn't like
It's just
reply to your advances or whatever. That's scary, honestly. I tiptoe around that. as a girl.
I've seen those ones where it's like,
I literally tiptoe around stuff like that. So because there's so many cases of just saying, "Oh no, I'm not interested," and then
BAM!
murder.
Triggers them.
Yeah, like-
get blasted. On,
hmm
yeah,
a shooting happens where they go out on like a rampage, and they're like,
wasn't that the
happened in California.
there was the college, right, where the guy was sick and tired of getting rejected. And
Oh yeah, that guy was a
killed the
douche. He was
cheerleaders.
posting all his videos online.
Mhm.
He's like, I'm perfect. I'm nice to women. All that shit.
It doesn't matter. Like,
No, because obviously it fucking wasn't. It's like, still can't find a girlfriend.
Well, and I think one thing too that people need to actually like, and this is fucked up to say, but you need to be realistic with yourself and your appearance. And if all you're doing is going after what you want, like your most desirable woman, and it's not working out,
mhm.
it's probably you.
Amen, brother.
It's probably you.
Amen.
You know,
This whole time.
you know, it's not.
Sorry to break it. Sorry to break it to you.
You know,
Fuck! fuck.
It's never. Sorry, like, and you know, you could be as cool as you want to be, but that doesn't mean that like someone's gonna want to have sex with you. Like,
as a girl, you can't be like for me, no, you can't be friends with a lot of, you know, guys or people in general without some sort of hidden agenda or whatever. I choose to ignore it, pretend like I don't see it, to be honest with you. It's safer that way.
Yeah.
To be like, oh, I didn't even know, but I knew the whole time, and you're making me uncomfortable for years.
Well, it's probably more enjoyable too if you just tried more, right? Because then you don't have you can actually hang out with people and be like,
conflict or confrontation. It's a weird world out there.
Well, let's say on the flip side, it's tough for guys and to do have themselves under control, because to go out and socialize with the opposite sex, a lot of people like think that you're trying to fuck, and it's like, I'm not always trying to fuck. Like,
yeah.
Honestly,
can't be nice, man.
That's where communication comes in.
Honestly, that's why
just
I don't
using English and being like, hey.
That's why I don't go to the bars with you guys, because like it seems like the only people that I have met at bars just think that I'm trying to fuck.
No, they think I'm being mean.
That's
to
what
them.
I think.
And I don't
like going to the bars at all, really. I won't go with my friends that are girls. Like, I hate doing that. It's
not being someone.
There's only one reason.
Yeah, someone who doesn't drink and then also isn't trying to hook up with bar sleuts.
Yeah.
I'm only doing it for one of those things.
Bar sleuts.
Yeah, bar sleuts.
No drinking. I don't care shit about women.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So if you don't drink or you don't want bar sleuts, the bars are just. It just sucks.
Irrelevant. It's not. Yeah.
Now I don't have much of a social life.
Well, I'll go with people, especially guys that I trust.
Yeah.
I'm saying like Forrest, Chandler.
Yeah.
You know, those guys I trust. I'm safe.
Was it one of our friends who were saying that they think some dude like tried to drug their drink?
Wait, what? Tasia?
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking someone did.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
The funniest was though.
That's so scary.
Right after that happened to them, the next week we were hanging out with them, and Gino was with us. Gino's always with us at random times, but it was me, Gino, Chandler, and those two.
He almost hooked up with Kira's mom.
Yeah, he did. But then some dude came up and gave the two girls a drink. He's like, "Here, drink this," and I said, "Don't drink that." And Gino was like, "Thanks, man," and chugged it.
Gino's hilarious.
I was like, dude, you're going home with that dude tonight.
I don't know if it's like with him, if it's he's so funny.
Yeah, Gino's
he's hilarious.
He's a good person to go to places where you don't know anyone.
Yeah,
because he's got that ability just to
and he'll sing his ass off. Yeah. You get him karaoke and it's all night, baby.
He is funny. Yeah, that's a good personality type, honestly. I wish I had more of a personality like that.
Forrest got to experience the aggressive behavior of men.
Mm-hmm. Don't take your shirt off at a gay club.
Oh, yeah. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Damn, I was like a piece of meat in that bitch.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, stop it.
you're like, stop.
So Salty says, I think people are also defining themselves and others by one dimension of themselves too much, so they end up seeing the opinion of one person of a group as all of their opinions.
Yeah.
Or the opposite and see their opinion as being the viewpoint of every person with another person that is similar in some way that reads for aggression towards one person. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
100%.
I agree. Like a cult or group mentality.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That group mentality is
real.
It's real.
Real. It's really real.
Yeah, it's real fucking real.
It's really fucking cold. I turned that shit on 69 and not a...
69 is not that warm.
That's like a... I don't know. That feels pretty good. It's a little chilly too, but like...
I would love to take off my Costco jacket, but I can't because it's too cold.
It is. You guys want to wrap it up soon?
You can't take off Kirkland. That's fucking against the rules. Like,
it's my favorite brand.
Yeah, Kirkland's the top brand. Spring who? Gucci what?
What? No, Costco.
Can you get Kirkland flip-flops?
Yeah. You can get Kirkland anything you want.
Oh my god.
Kirkland.
You ever seen that Workaholics?
Kirkland flip-flops.
Kirkland jeans.
Kirkland. Dick through a sock. What's that meme? I forgot that one. It's not dude.
Gucci flip-flops. Yeah. I'm gonna say it!
Suck a dude's dick through a sock. Yeah.
And then that's the lyrics.
Yeah.
And you can't tell us any other way.
Ain't trying to get
She's still a minor.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yikes.
I know, she's gonna get black lung. She's probably find a new career.
No.
I think she-
She's making way more money than any of us will ever make, I'll tell you
Yeah.
right now.
Let's talk about coal mining.
Yeah,
Yeah, you think she's gonna...
it was a joke. It was 100% a joke.
You wish...
Black lung, coal mine, yeah.
You think that coal mining is still...
Learn the code.
you think that... You think that they still
I'm the
bring in
fucking
children for that?
funniest guy.
It
I
was a good joke.
think my Matthew McConaughey one was the best one.
Yeah, that was
No,
a
I
really,
kind of really like that coal mining one. She's a miner. She's gonna
She's
get
a
black
miner.
lung.
that was really good. You put some stuff together, yeah.
Pretty
What's the over
weird.
on her doing porn though? Because I feel like by the time she's 18, she's gonna be irrelevant, and then she's gonna be like,
What do I do now?
Sex tape leak.
I'll watch it.
She did the Farrah from what that fucking dumb show is.
Oh, 16 and pregnant.
Yeah, she's like, oh, I'm irrelevant now. Not if I do a porn real quick.
And I'll watch it. And I
Yeah.
watched that. I watched that one
Yeah.
with Farrah. I did.
I think everybody did.
I was like, that's cool.
I think I did, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't
Like
think.
the Kim K thing when you find out Kim Kardashian
I
has
watched
a porn. It's like, damn, Ray J's dick is a little crooked to the left.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Well,
it's
join
worth
the
Case,
club.
take notes.
Join the club, Ray
it.
J.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'd watch it.
It'd blow up,
Bad
and she'd
thing.
be back in the scene, and she'd be like Gucci flip flops.
Tell me that's all I need to do.
Make a porn. No, yeah.
It's just me, close up, facial.
Do you want to go in the back with some dick pumps? I've seen
Do you
that. That got some people some clout around here.
Oh, I heard about. Yep. Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that was
I
funny.
saw that.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, I'll watch it if somebody I know or somebody like.
I'm a
famous
straight
or
man. I
whatever.
watched the shit out of that.
I did, and I was like,
I
this
was
is funny as fuck, man.
I was like, whoa!
Two
That's
gym
funny.
bros.
I know those guys.
We're just friends.
Yeah, we're just friends.
This is not even gay at all.
We're just friends. Let me pump your dick for you.
That was funny. That was so funny, you guys. I forgot that existed. Do you think it's still up?
You
Oh,
wanna know
for
what the
sure.
best part was? Is there was a summer where I went with James and another friend who I'll leave unnamed just for his sake.
Yeah.
And he was out there working, and like we had morning meetings or whatever. And like for the first like week and a half, James every day is like, "All right, guys, let's go get a quick pump in." And, like,
Oh,
we'll look at
man.
him.
You know,
That's so good.
one person that Riley was really like, Riley was so bummed that James left, and
Yeah.
she was bummed about. She thought you guys were like the coolest people in the entire world.
I think that too.
Yeah, cool.
No,
She does too.
I really enjoyed Riley when she was hanging out with us. I thought it was
Riley-
funny.
No joke, is the funniest person I have ever met on this planet.
I never thought this is going to sound bad to say, but you guys just don't know the details. I never thought hanging out with someone who was that much younger at the time period we were at would
Yeah.
have been enjoyable. She was actually hilarious.
So funny.
Hilarious.
Oh my god, she's so funny. She's so cool. She's so knowledgeable. I can't think of a cooler person. And yeah, I think a lot of people can agree.
Yeah,
She said
except
4
Forrest.
4.
Forrest is the
4, you
coolest.
think you're the coolest?
It's not think, it's just a knowledge thing right now.
I mean, I try pretty hard to be the coolest. I lift tons of shit.
You know how
I'm
God,
a pretty good dancer.
You know how we all know God is great. We also all know Forrest is cool.
Okay.
Oh.
Just want to make sure everyone knows.
I didn't know either of those things.
You don't know God is great? He's here for you. He's
God is
watching you.
grape?
Yeah, grape.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm gonna make that a meme actually.
God
I'm just gonna get a picture of God and just turn it purple.
God is grape.
Drinking
man.
wine.
Yeah.
We smash his ass up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and those little buckets. Oh.
What would you do? Okay, last question for
Okay.
the night. We can call it or whatever, but we find out through somewhere or the other that God and religion is 100% real.
Oh shit.
What do you do?
I'd feel like such an idiot. I'd be like, oh god, I was dumb.
Like, what would you literally do? Like, I've asked myself
Pick up-
that question.
pick
I'd be
up
like,
dancing.
oops. I'd just, oops.
Tap dancing, probably.
Tap dance your way to heaven?
Oops, my bad. And then I'd throw away the picture of me and
Oopsie
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
doopsie.
You lied to me.
Yeah. I believed you.
Thought you were the one.
I've like I told you guys for years.
God's watching this podcast. That Forrest guy.
He's a real straight shooter.
He's ready to do a sin.
Yeah, no, I've thought about that before. Yeah. If I found out it was all real, I'd be like, oh.
I wouldn't
I
change
was
a
wrong.
I wouldn't change a goddamn thing.
Have you ever prayed before?
Yeah.
Me?
I grew up LDS.
Nope.
I said,
Never. I didn't grow up anything.
God, I cannot find the keys to my Ford Focus. Please.
Have you prayed?
Yeah. Once.
How'd it go?
Then your mom got a
Did
job.
you get what you prayed for?
No.
Oh.
Well, I don't know. I didn't pray for like a materialistic thing. I prayed for somebody.
Did it work? Were
don't
they
know.
saved?
I don't know. It's more in depth than that. I just did. I don't even know why I did. Honestly, like this was a while ago. Like I've always had the same thoughts that I've had. Like there's never been a point in time where I thought about believing in God. There was just one day where I was like, something was going on. I didn't know what to do with myself, and I tried it because just like a throw everything into the wind.
Did it feel better? Did you feel better? I talk to whatever. It might be myself. It might be somebody. I don't know. But I talk.
I didn't feel better after praying. I felt better after writing it down.
Yes. Yeah.
Writing
journals.
it down works a lot for me.
I like writing stuff down because I hit my head once and I can't remember stuff. So I've been writing a lot of stuff down. And I'm like, hey, I feel better.
Yeah.
I just feel better in return for not remembering anything. I don't know which one it is, but
How did you hit your head?
car accident.
Like recently?
Yeah, like a year ago.
Oh shit.
It was right after this podcast, actually. I was here. I left.
Oh what?
No, we didn't do a podcast. We were just chilling here. With Riley.
Was it the night that I came over?
Yes.
Yeah.
You got in a car accident that night?
Uh-huh.
And it fucked your head up?
Yeah, I got a traumatic brain injury from it. Uh-huh. It really rocked my noggin.
Rock the old noggin.
Rock the old nog.
The old noodle.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I took a little hit to the nog.
How did that happen? Like, what did you...
I don't know, because I hit my noggin.
Was Riley in the car too? Oh, just you?
I dropped her off at home. I went to go get food.
Jesus. Did they tell you how the accident happened?
No witnesses.
Did they leave?
What do you mean leave?
Like, did the ambulance come or did
No, they took me to... I'll tell you later. No ambulance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I went to the ER later. Like,
Yeah.
the next day.
Yeah.
I think.
You think?
Is what my mom says.
Damn. Have a good night, whoever left. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, little
I'll clap you.
clap. Alright guys, thank you for watching.
We get called.
If you're watching on Facebook, go follow us on Twitch and YouTube, Instagram, Top Shelf Hub. We got memes on there, better than your memes that you're looking at.
Goodbye,
What were you gonna say?
Falcon.